who also agreed with me. They were like, yeah, it's the wrong time.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We're live-ish on Twitch, YouTubes, Instagram. Look, we're out here doing the thing. Since it might end up on YouTube, I had to do a quick little flex. I'm gonna try to relax a little bit. I haven't been live streaming in a minute, right? But today, there was a special little thing that just happened. Everybody, you're watching it right now. Fresh and Fit. They have historically a little bit of beef with Pearl. And like, it didn't look like they're going to work together with each other in any capacity anytime soon. But here we are. So, I don't know, maybe whatever is next. So let's check this out. Let's listen to what's going on, and you're going to get to hear some real reactions, some authentic information, and maybe learn a couple things before you go to sleep tonight. Or before you start your day, depending on where in the world you are when you watch this. So, let's go.
You're controlling. That's the problem. That's your. No offense. I'm not.
I wouldn't go back to him. You're not going to respect him.
You can't.
And that's worse. You might end up abusing
You're never
him.
gonna like guys.
Because I know he's a good guy and he has amazing qualities.
The problem is,
I'm not blind.
I'm tuned into this just like you are, by the way, because I was troubleshooting rather than watching the stream the whole time.
You know what? Fuck this guy.
So,
Here's the other thing too. Like,
pay attention, see what they say.
Breaking up with
I don't have chat pulled up, by the way. I'll check chat periodically if at all possible. I'm sure it will be possible. But if you say something in chat, just bear with me. Be quiet. Relax. Listen. Type in chat all you want. Don't get mad if it takes me a second to get around to you. It's my first stream in a while.
Make a little more. Okay, I'm going back in. She went back in the casino, but she
a trillion years.
gonna close in about an hour.
I have a question.
I do
No,
YouTube.
because I had better before him, and I chose him because I wanted
Wait, you said
something
before.
different.
What also was going on before?
Because I had so many options before
Hold on.
him, and I didn't choose
Keyword
those
before.
people.
What happened before though?
What do you mean?
Like what you said before. That's a key word.
Like, before I met him,
The other guys?
there was
No, you were younger
many
back then.
guys
You
to
were
choose
younger. Yeah, but you were younger.
From. Like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Are you saying like guys with money or something like this?
I had many options,
Many,
and I
yeah.
chose him because he was loyal, he was honest, he had all these amazing qualities. But it was when he started
29.
behaving like this and switching up and doing things like this, I was like, I can't marry this guy. This is
You know,
scary.
I will just tell you something I noticed. Whenever women use the traits that you just said, like loyal, on like the stuff
Pearl.
that you just said, they always dump them. Like I've just noticed that the
But
past
the
couple of
intention was
years.
not to dump him. The
You
intention
sound
was
like
to
you're
marry
But
him.
it doesn't.
Huh?
It doesn't matter what your intention. It doesn't matter what your intentions. They don't care. They look at what you do. And so if you're listing like he's loyal, he's honest, he's this, men are going to hear that and say, oh well, if I'm loyal and honest and this to her, then she's
I
gonna
mean, they're kind of not with all due respect, they're kind of anti-seductive qualities in a sense. Because if you think about the archetypal bad boy that women supposedly want, right? James Bond, the Daniel Craig, is he loyal? Is he nurturing? Is he all
I
those
chose him
things?
because
Kind of
he
the
didn't
opposite.
have those things.
Right,
Okay.
but what gives you the tingles?
Was there a
Or
cheater
what gives
before? I feel like there. I feel like there was a cheater before him.
You know what's funny?
I have a feeling.
Troy.
No, actually, never been with a cheater. Never been with that many
Douchebag.
guys.
Real quick.
Asshole.
Troy,
No one-
she had fun with the guys that were fun, exciting,
Yeah.
bad boys.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm getting older.
Yeah,
Time to
so
settle
now-
down. I'm finding guys loyal. They gotta take care of me, and it's somewhat nice to me.
Yeah.
But you chose this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a nice guy with money doesn't mean frame. So by
Exactly,
default,
yeah.
you stayed in the game for a little bit. Oh, you know what? He's choosing money and
Gotta
business
last
over me.
around.
I'm out.
We're happier with a guy that cheats than a guy that's safe.
I don't know.
No,
And
That's a strong
you can say
opinion
no,
there.
and I get it. I used to say no, that's not true. But I just look at what we do.
I think it's more in the
subconsciously,
middle,
is it? I feel like it's just the way someone
it's
behaves.
just-
Like,
She
I
says
want
that
someone
women are
who's
happier with a
just-
man that
I
cheats
should be
than a man that
respected.
doesn't.
I've interviewed-
That's both true and
It
false,
doesn't-
right?
it doesn't
I think the
matter.
kind of man who is able to have multiple women has a lot of qualities that will allow him to attract multiple women, and that's attractive. Not so much that he's running out with other women that is attractive,
So would you cheat
but
on your spouse?
someone who does that has qualities
I
that
don't know.
are
You know what?
universally
You know,
attractive.
You
and
think I'm gonna
I think that's
like
what does it.
rise up and do all this shit?
It's
to
like
one
if you have a
more bitch? Are
Lambo
y'all
or if you have a
And I
Honda
wanna tell you
Civic. Nobody
something.
wants your fucking Honda
So
Civic,
would you
know
even
you
if
get
it's
married
yours.
then?
Huh?
You know,
Would
you
get
might be
married
happy
then?
with the Honda Civic, but nobody else gives a fuck
Scam.
about it.
If I was to
Okay.
get
But if you have a
married,
Lambo,
I respect
everybody's
that.
looking at
I
the
respect
Lambo.
that. You could
I would do
say
it if I was to get married. I
Okay.
wouldn't do it with the state.
Sorry.
I'd do it religiously only.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it with the state involved. Yeah, I mean that's a whole other conversation.
Okay,
But I don't
but
think
I respect
men,
guys like you who can
Yeah,
just outright say
that's a
it.
great point right
That's
there.
what it's
Like,
about.
if you
But it's
want
not
to
like
get
men
married,
though.
But it's the
there's
men that
no
don't say it, that's
logical
the problem.
reason
but
to
you should have
involve
common
the
sense
state.
to know
That's
that's
just
how they're
fucking
gonna move
crazy.
anyway.
No,
religiously,
I have
Your culture.
an acquaintance
has
of someone
common
who's
sense enough
close
to
who
know that men are
is
gonna
going
do
to
it.
get
Yes.
married,
And
or
it's
so
been that
that's
way
the
for
intentions.
centuries. So why do you think men are gonna change now?
And
Yeah,
I've
but
said
then
my
the
piece
men in my
on
culture,
that. But
they're
you know,
not
that's their
dishonest
choice. I don't want to
about it.
like barge in on them,
In
like
some cases,
beat their
in
door
a lot of
down with
cases, they're not
don't get
dishonest
married.
about
Whether
it.
they're dishonest about it or
Yeah.
not is irrelevant if you know what's gonna happen.
Why
right?
the fuck would you involve the state
Yeah,
in
well,
anything
If I
you
tell
intend
you,
to
if I
do?
tell you it's raining outside and I give you an umbrella, but it doesn't rain and it's sunshine, fantastic. Well, isn't it good to have that umbrella so you can put it out when the rain comes? Because you know it's gonna come.
What's that? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah,
What's
I
that
know.
got to do?
She said that
No,
doesn't make
but
any
what's-
sense.
what's that
These
got to
chicks
do
aren't
with
listening.
our-
They're not
If
using
I
their
tell
ears.
you
Wait,
that
she
all
said
men
that
are gonna
when I-
cheat in general, okay?
Because I'm-
Most men are gonna cheat in general. Your culture actually braced you for this.
Why are you talking
Right?
about umbrellas?
That bitch said, why you talk about umbrellas?
Umbrella.
That's my
the song?
umbrella. That makes sense. See, fresh.
By the way,
smart.
guys,
Thank you.
Thank you.
it's true.
You are smart.
Do you
true.
understand an analogy?
Read it, learn.
Oh, the same way I tried to do analogies and you called me stupid. Sorry, my bad. I forgot.
You didn't make an analogy.
I did make various analogies.
make any
Apologies.
analogies that made sense.
Sorry, my bad, my bad.
So
my bad.
what I'm
She said,
saying is
why are you
that
talking
your
about
own
umbrellas?
culture told you what I just said. If most men in a balance of probabilities are going to cheat, you should probably just accept it. And you even said it yourself, like,
Do you
yeah,
think
we've
that's
been
the
taught
right
this.
thing to do, though?
Yes.
Definitely,
And I
definitely.
absolutely
So you're at
think-
risk of spreading
and-
STIs, causing emotional
Right.
damage in multiple households.
Okay, women always use the
having
STI
kids
argument.
out of
So the
wedlock,
emotional damage
or
thing,
that,
I'll address
you
that
know.
real fast,
pretty much
right?
destroy that,
If
right?
it's something
Guys
that
shouldn't be
you
idiots and, like,
accept
obviously
as part of
don't
your
fucking,
culture and
you know,
going
you get
forward,
tested
then
and
your
everything else
man
like that.
having
Or have sex with
other
your
girlfriends
girl.
or
How about
more
that?
than
That
one
works too,
wife isn't
actually.
going to bother
So,
you.
no
Like
one wants to
there's
do that, but you can
plenty
do that as
cultures
well.
out
Girls always want to
there
use the STI example,
where
which is a retarded example.
the
What
men
I'm
at
saying
the
is this,
top
I don't
of
want more
their
women to do, 'cause with all due
social
respect, what you do is
status or
very dumb.
their
You're with a successful guy who has
economic
money, that loved you
well-being
and treated you well,
have
and you
more
broke
than
up
one
with him
wife.
over
That's not an unheard of
him not
or
spending money
even
on
not
engagement, which is
uncommon
ridiculous to me.
of a
But
thing in
the
a lot of
problem is
places
that
in the
women are
world.
delusional, right?
And
You know
those
what I mean
women
by
are
they'll have a
completely
good guy in
fine.
front of them and they'll think, I could
On
do
the other
that.
hand, if
Grass greener
your
on the other
parents
side.
and
Or,
school or
I
society that you
want this
live
guy to
in
sit for 5
raises
that's
you to
attractive,
believe
makes
that
money, he's only
men
doing
are
it.
completely
like that too,
monogamous, then you grow up with this
If that,
unrealistic
for example,
expectation
We can't be delusional like y'all.
expecting monogamy.
We can't.
It's
Remember
like
the example I gave you earlier? I'm a fucking
if you were
loser, I don't
raised to
make no
believe
money, I'm fat. I'm not
that
gonna
in
get
10
no bitches.
years this guy was going to be purple all the time, you would grow up believing that by the time you were 18 or 19 or whatever, now's the time where this guy is going to start being purple year round.
The thing is, I do
But it
the
would be a
show,
lie, and it would never
I'll
happen,
interview guys
and
that'll
you would just be
argue with me,
waiting
like, vehemently,
to wake up one
like,
morning and see
cheating
that
is so
thing
wrong, cheating is
that
so
isn't
wrong,
going
it
to
is
happen.
So wrong, it is so wong, like, and they all cheat. Like even the,
What
even
I'm saying
the
is
guys
that you're a product of your
get on these
environment.
podcasts
And
argue
a
so
lot of-
vehemently that it is wrong.
Almost
They
every
always have
Western
something.
country
like,
raises
you know, I don't want to.
children
I got one. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
if
Boys
there's
and
one thing
girls,
you
men and
ladies are
women,
gonna take from this podcast,
with the
because
wrong
I'm probably
ideas and
gonna
how
like it. That's fine. I'll give you one
we
thing.
actually work
If
together.
you're with a guy that you like, admire, and respect, and he does everything
Back to
else
the
right,
podcast.
and he fucks a bitch every now and then, and you leave him, you're a fucking dumbass. You're a real big dumbass.
Oh, let me-
Especially if you're picky.
Let me
'Cause
pause.
chances are you're not gonna find that guy again.
Exactly.
And then let's say you find another guy, you gotta do the same shit.
I think you know what I said about cheating respectfully and disrespectfully. I think that also comes into play. If you've got the woman.
All right,
there,
we have a
who
shade
now and again,
upgrade.
She doesn't have
Well,
to
a
contact
change.
the wife,
These are
not
the ones
trying
that
to
I
cause
was-
havoc in
Thank
the
you.
relationship.
You know, you guys should
Not
Everything
fine,
sounds
but
good?
I
You guys
get
should be
it.
intelligent.
Hey!
She's smart. She gets it.
Got
Open
visual
to the relationship.
confirmation
Open on my end only.
Oh,
from my
Open on my end
technical
only. That's the only
department,
way to go, babe. That's how it
aka
is.
okay.
wonderful girl over here.
Men lead, women follow.
You said
That
you're
it sounds
rich,
good on
so
your
you
end,
kind
which
of
makes me happy on my
give
end.
her-
We'll put
That's
these
not
on in a
just
little
that.
bit.
Rich dude was a bitch.
We'll
So, like, you know,
upgrade
No,
to
he was
red,
not. That's-
white, and
Just
black.
said he couldn't stand on
Can
boundaries.
I ask you a question,
Uh,
That's the
sir?
definition of being a
Yeah.
bitch.
Very, very
Wait,
beautiful
wait,
colors
can we
together.
just give you an
Wait,
opportunity
Yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
It's not just about having money, because if I just had money, she'll walk all over me. It's about saying, this is how it is. You want to be with me, this is how it is.
I guarantee she's not okay with it. Deep down, she's not okay with it.
No, she accepts it because she knows this is what comes with the territory.
That's it.
If I was just rich, she would be like, she would probably have
No,
some rules
no,
for me.
because you're rich, so that's
That's a
how you make
component.
these
I'm not
things,
gonna
right?
sit here and be delusional.
So like not
That's absolutely
every
a
guy will
component.
be thinking like that. So basically, you're saying that men will cheat if you're talking to an average man that doesn't necessarily provide enough to even blind his girl, then he's fucked.
Exactly.
And it's kind of irresponsible to kind of say these things.
99% of men.
You're high value. so
Okay,
you can
look.
afford to do that.
99% of men want to have multiple women. It's just that they don't have the sexual market value to do it. And sexual market value
99.
things. There's rich
100%
guys
of men
that can barely pull it off.
minus
Or they gotta pay escorts. They gotta sneak around. I'm not sneaking around in my own
0.0003%
fucking house. My girl, like,
want exactly
like,
that.
My girl don't talk back to me. Like this whole like situation, like argue. There's no arguments. This is how it is. She packs my fucking condoms when I travel. That's how real it is.
I feel
Yeah.
sorry for her.
Yeah. And here's the thing. No. She lives a great fucking life, but she's a beautiful girl. She's hotter than all the girls here. No offense.
That's
Right.
fine.
But what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies, is if you got a guy that checks off all the boxes.
You
gotta
found
deal.
yourself a real
You
gold
gotta
digger,
pay
that's
the
nice.
price. You gotta pay the price for that man checking all those boxes. He didn't check all those boxes off to just fuck
Would
you.
you say your girlfriend's a gold digger?
That's true.
They all are to a degree, of course.
Okay.
Yours
I'm
is
quite
quite
high
high.
on
Guys,
it.
can
They
we
all
just,
are to a degree.
can we just?
But here's the
have-
thing. But she's intelligent enough to understand. If I want to deal with this kind of guy, it comes with these kinds of problems.
Okay.
So what's
See,
better? You
here's
wanna
the
be
thing
with a brokey that might cheat
that
on
a
you
lot of
anyway,
people don't understand,
or a guy that has money but
especially
just simply can't enforce
younger
boundaries, so you're not sexually aroused by
Yeah,
him.
but
males
then
in
between
general,
brokey
right?
and rich, there's so much in between. So
When
like,
people
I
are
wouldn't wanna
expecting
be
men
with
to
a man
be
like
like
you.
extremely
Not
monogamous,
because
they
you're not
forget
good-looking,
what a
you're very
man has
attractive
to
and this
do
and that. And I know
in
you
order
would
to
say
be
that you
successful.
wouldn't wanna
And to
be
think
with a
that you
woman
do
like me, right? That's fine. You're
all this
entitled
shit
to your choice. I'm entitled to mine.
just
I
to
actually
deny
think that your success makes you look like an asshole.
your
and that doesn't look
testosterone-driven
attractive to me.
instincts
Whereas I'm going to then go on
is
the
insane.
other side. Whereas
It's
Fresh,
so
he's been
insane,
saying
in
to them
fact,
being much more
that it doesn't
much-
happen.
That's
not a thing, okay?
I'm just
Now, you
comparing
might
and contrasting.
you might catch dudes
Listen, I'm just
who get caught
comparing
with
and contrasting.
prostitutes
Listen,
or
I'm just
side
comparing
What are you
bitches,
doing after the show, Fresh?
and they're like politicians or some shit, and they apologize.
Can I finish? No, I'm
But
just explaining.
they
This
don't
is not,
mean
listen,
it. They're
and
just
I know that this is nothing personal.
upset
I'm
that
just
they got
telling you
caught.
my impression of you. The same way you have
We're
an impression
wired to
of
be a
me
certain
of
way
being
as men,
masculine.
right?
I have an impression of you that
And
you
to
come across
deny
as
that
an
or
asshole.
to try to
And
pretend
you're
that that
both
doesn't
rich, I'm
exist
guessing
is
because
just
you're
fucking
fresh. Listen,
asinine.
wait. I know that he's fresh and fit, so you both of you make good money. I can see both of your bezels. You're doing all right, but he doesn't need to be an like outspoken asshole just because he's rich. Whereas you come across as that. So for example, for me, I can be with a successful man.
I just told the truth.
No, but that's okay. He can talk the truth as well, but he doesn't need to talk like you.
A little bit more
See,
like
see, you know what's funny? He's telling you the truth. You know what I'm gonna do? Light her ass. I'm a light from the start to the end. But you never know that.
But
He's being honest though.
But listen,
I'm telling you how men think.
that's okay.
So Fresh is
But
hilarious
that's
because he
okay.
says he's just
For
gonna
me,
lie to
you
bitches,
can think whatever
and
you
Myron's
think,
like, yeah,
but
I'm
I
gonna tell him the
prefer
truth.
that to that.
He thinks just like me.
That's okay, but I prefer this attitude to that.
But no.
This bitch is crazy.
Every girl thinks the
She
same,
said
and
that she
you are
prefers
like
Fresh's
one
attitude
This is
to
why. This is
Myron's.
why women can't tell.
And I've experienced this
Because honestly speaking,
in
people
recent
be like,
conversations with people that I
I
talk
just
to
like
as
to
well.
I just like to make
If you're a man, then you know this, right? Girls say that they want to hear the truth, but a lot of times you give them the truth and they just can't fucking handle it. This chick says that she would
How
rather
many guys in your life have you?
Fresh's attitude, where he's like, I'm just gonna lie to bitches, than Myron's attitude, where he's like, I'm gonna tell the truth, I'm gonna be honest. There's something to extrapolate from that. Now, if you're a real G,
You would have accepted it.
like me,
You can't think of one.
then you're just gonna be honest from the get-go. You know, like you're not gonna let anybody influence you,
Seriously.
because lying is
So even
haram. That's bad, right? No, 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 no.
Okay.
But if you want to go the easy route, the cheat code route, which is why they do call it cheating,
I just told you guys.
well, you
I
lie.
just gave you guys the formula.
I guess
for
that's
success.
Fresh's,
If you wanna be with a
taking how to
super
go about
hyper-attractive
things in
guy that's
life.
hyper masculine, etc. You don't have any say. He's gonna do what he wants to do. Obviously, you're gonna be protected and provided for because that's what guys that are super masculine do, right? But you got to deal with masculine problems, successful guy problems. It is what it is.
That's okay. He doesn't need to prove a point.
I want to ask a question because I do feel like you guys have a ton of insight. How
Yeah.
many women have you interviewed by now?
Thousands.
Over 2,500. We're pushing on 3K now. I think like 27, 2,800 last time I checked.
Wild.
Yeah.
And how many would
Chicks
you say?
aren't
y'all all say
different.
the same
Chicks
thing,
are
no
pretty
offense.
much the same.
And how many would you
There's
say
like a
high
couple
value
different
men,
types.
You know?
That's about it.
A lot.
Like just ballpark it.
Like, I mean, in the grand scheme of men, or like
Like-
we know a good amount, but obviously our own personal anecdotal experience is like limited, right? In the grand thing.
I'm just curious, like, what can we as women do to be more attractive to high value men?
Oh, that's
I'll lose weight,
well, the big one I said, because
You
I
get a boob
actually
job.
ask all my buddies this behind the scenes.
make a sandwich.
Tate Bros, Brandon
Be sweet,
Carter,
be
all my
feminine.
guys that are super successful, all my friends.
It
How about you?
is. It's not
What is it?
rocket science.
Universal.
Pretty straightforward.
Quiet,
Pretty easy.
not argumentative, not a pain in the ass, etc. Like, men make money and have to fight the world, especially super successful guys. So the last thing they want to do is come home and fight with their girl. Like, that's the biggest thing.
And I think
True.
this, at this point as well.
Troy, we all think the same about this shit.
Yeah.
It's just that what it really comes down to is like your status and your money allows you, it determines how hard you can put your foot down on your standards. Does that make sense? So if you're a brokey, you have these aspirations, but you can't put your foot down on it. You can't demand it either because reality isn't going to align with that. However, the more money and status
He
you
is
have,
wrong
you can tell
about
girls
that,
to
right?
fuck off.
How you carry
And the more
yourself
you can tell girls to fuck off,
is
the
more important
attractive
than
they
your
are to you and the more
status
they get
or
aligned.
your
It's
money.
actually kind of crazy how it
There's
goes.
plenty of
You don't
guys who have
agree?
status, plenty
I
of
think
guys who
that
have money who
men
aren't
and
real
women
men
and all the
and
other
get fucking
genders, et
ran,
cetera, should
right?
just, like, be more
Fucking
understanding towards each
Bezos
other.
made
So,
a
you know,
billionaire out of some
so
half-ass
there's the
bitch
truth
of a
in
wife
everything everyone says,
just
you know?
because they were married.
So we
Can
are
you
actually more
imagine
understanding of some
working at
qualities,
Sprint
men should be understanding of
or
our
Target
qualities.
or Walmart
Yeah, some
for 15 years and then
Yeah,
like
but the
one day
difference
they
is-
fire
here's the
you?
difference. Men have to
You
understand what
get
is
half of
attractive. Women
Walmart's
have to understand
fucking
what's
net
attractive.
worth.
Us.
Marriage is a
There's
fucking
basically a lot
sham
of- there's
in
a
the
lot
States,
of
man.
unhealed
Can you imagine that shit?
manipulative,
Walmart calls you into
narcissistic
work one day and they're like, hey,
women, you know,
there's been some
and they probably
disagreements about
traumatize
how we should
men,
proceed
etc.,
in the
but then
future, so
it's,
we're gonna have to
you know,
let you
so I'm
go.
not saying they're
And
right.
all of
I
a
don't think
sudden,
you're gonna win the
Walmart has
office of
50% of his net
president
worth.
Russia. You don't got to be so politically correct. Putin's there, man. He ain't going nowhere.
I'm a Londoner 15 years.
Actually
and,
retarded.
You know, I'm a citizen of Dallas, whatever. So.
Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
So I think women as well, you want a high value man, so to speak, what you should do is
Hmm.
understand life is not about you. Life is about people in general. And if you want something, you sacrifice. So by default, what does that person or something that you want? If you understand that process, what they actually want, then guess what? You can do that with whatever they want and then get it. But if you don't do what they want, how can you ever achieve it? So it's kind of like you want something, but you don't want to actually change to make that happen. And then you say, oh, woe's me. Like, why can't I find a man? You're not changing to get the result.
If
And
you
actually,
can't
that's the
cook,
definition of insanity.
if you can't clean
Same
worth
thing,
shit,
over and over
if
again
you're
to get a
overweight,
result, it doesn't work.
if
And
you're not
another
trying
thing
to
I'll say,
improve
another
yourself
big
to
thing that
compete
goes
with
don't
other
do it, no.
women,
You gotta orbit around
then you don't deserve a man
like,
that's
if you
worth
got a guy
anything.
that's higher status, etc. You gotta drop
Facts.
everything you're fucking doing for that guy. Like, because the thing is that other women want him. So if you're not willing to drop everything for him and make concessions,
You get the janitor.
There's a girl that will.
Take him
And
and
she's
don't
gonna take
complain.
your spot. And the problem is that too many girls think that they're special. If you're with a top tier guy, you're not special no more at all. He's the special one. He's the prize. You got to treat him that way. Like, again, I hate to use my chick as an example, but she should fucking do a seminar on this shit because she's actually talked to a couple girls that have the same situation because girls be DMing her now. Oh, how do you deal with a guy like this? Asking her for advice. Like, she just acquiesces to what I do. Like, for example, we're playing fucking Overwatch, streaming that shit right now. I was like, yo, I need you to be good at this game.
Oh, yeah, he
so you
gives the
stream
girl
with us 'cause
homework
we
to
need
play
fucking
video
healers.
games.
And she's been practicing playing this shit, told I need you to play this many hours. Even though that's a mundane task or whatever, she does it enthusiastically.
Yeah, I think it was Sycax who said this on a video recently. He was talking about this, and he was saying, so women have the leverage to get in the door. So they use the sex basically, so sexuality. They get in the door. Then what do you do then as a woman? You're helpful to your man.
Yeah.
Like it's how can you help him?
Regardless of how crazy it is. I use
Yeah.
the video game example because it's mundane, but it goes to show
Yeah.
her persistence to make me happy.
Exactly. So that coupled with the take that you were talking about, is she quiet? Is she not a pain in the arse? And also she inserts herself into your life and she's helpful.
Yeah.
That's when she becomes a keeper.
Yeah.
You know.
And this is where it comes in. Like, I
That's
tell girls,
true, you
oh,
need to be an
what do I do
asset
for this guy? I don't know. He has everything.
to your
That's where you
man
have to have
and,
critical thinking skills.
and nothing
Be
other
able to
than
come
that.
in
Only an
like,
asset. If you're
what I
anything
call
other
an
than an asset to
indispensable
him, then
component to his life.
Yeah, exactly.
like if you're just dead
Like,
weight,
you
if
gotta
you're just
come in and be
cute,
a tool set that he can't. Once you come
That's
into a
not
guy's
enough.
life and you're an indispensable tool,
And of course, if
guess
you're
what?
anything
You ain't
less than
going
that, then
nowhere.
that's a
Yeah.
Because
mega
most girls are useless.
huge
Now, I'm
unbelievable
gonna be
problem.
honest.
You
That
need
was
to be
gonna
an
be my
asset.
next question. Like,
to
what
be,
are ways
to be
that you
valuable.
can make yourself an indisposable tool?
There's
Like,
a
you
millions
just,
of
I mean, I
people
understand
could
it's different for every
fucking
guy.
probably
just
a
basically.
You
billion,
gotta be on the guy.
maybe a
like,
billion and a
and I use
half
the video example not to like
Yeah.
flex,
good
but
looking
to show
girls
how
out there.
it's a
I mean, you're not gonna
ridiculous
find them
thing
in
to,
the West.
on
Like
paper,
your
like,
average
fuck, you want your
chick in the
girl
West
to
is
be
fat
okay,
as
so
fuck,
play
but
with you, that doesn't make, but we're like streaming, so we need
you look
another
at girls
person
all
to
around
come.
the
So-
world.
But the point, I said that to show
There's at least
every guy's
a billion
different.
and a
They're gonna
half
need different things from
really
you. You need to
good-looking
rise up to the
girls.
task. So she's been like playing
But
5
there's
hours
not a
every
billion and a
day.
half
Oh, I need you to play
really,
4 to 5 hours.
really, really
Get good, you're
valuable
trash,
or
but it's
strong or
right?
strong
and
and
she's in practice,
smart
she's been getting a
men.
lot better, and she's like, all right, I'll be ready when you get back.
Millions,
So
probably.
you got to be able to like do
Not billions.
whatever is required for the man. That means dropping everything you're doing. Now, of course, with that said, the guy's got to take care of you. I'm a big believer in women shouldn't work. I'm a big believer in women should work collectively, and you got to be the man to protect and provide. If you want a girl that's going to be submissive to you, that comes with the cost of you being that authority, right?
That's not even a
But,
cost. That's what you
but
sign up
this is
for.
where the girls got to pick the right guy. That's why I said for you, like you had a guy that was successful, had money, etc.
If you're not
Come
strategizing
by
as a
those
man
guys
so that
are actually nice
you can
too.
retire your
Most are gonna be
females
assholes like me.
and that their only duty is to you,
Yeah, maybe that's what you want. I don't know, but
then you're
No,
fucking
you
out.
know, there you
It's
go.
that simple.
Can I just add another point?
You
'Cause,
can't expect
you're
the
talking
world
about
of
how, like, you
someone
need to drop, the girl
without
basically
also
needs to drop the
providing
whole life,
the
the whole
world, so to
schedule.
speak.
Yeah.
And
For
I have
top-
a
How
higher
she's
status
supposed
guy,
to
for higher status guy, yeah.
be
yeah,
everything
I had an
you need
experience
and want.
recently that was
And you got her
literally
still
like
working
this. I
at
was speaking to
fucking
someone
Walmart,
who was very
packing
successful,
groceries or
like
some shit.
private jet, all of that stuff. And
How you supposed to raise a kid
when
when
we
you're,
were
their mom is
speaking,
like
like,
a
he was
grocery
waiting
packer
for
at
me
Walmart
to
too?
basically drop
on,
everything.
man.
Like, and I was explaining to him, like, I'm a journalist, I'm a
Not
presenter.
everybody wants
My
kids,
schedule is
right? But
crazy.
if you do.
I'm always traveling. I'm always at events.
That's why
fuck
broke
your job
motherfuckers
makes pennies
shouldn't have
compared to him.
kids.
That's how he looks
Yeah,
That's
at it.
another
but
topic.
he
See, and you laugh because but he probably told you that.
no, you
You
know what he
fucking
told
broke,
me?
you quit your job.
Do you know what he told me?
What'd he say?
He was like, he got
Oh, by the way,
really
if this is your
angry
first time
'cause
to
he
the
was
stream,
like, I've been trying to get a date with you. I've been trying
got
to see you.
Connecticut
And you
here.
just keep telling me you're busy. So
And
he did
GG
not
is
like
straight
it. So he
up.
was like, I've got girls flying
You know
in
what time
from
it is.
Paris, New York, Miami,
Got the
just to
website,
sit with me for
all that
40
good stuff. Check out
minutes,
the YouTube
and
channel,
you don't
GG
even
is
wanna
straight
drop your
up.
schedule.
Everything you need to know about me is there.
Do
I
you
cover
really
content
think
like
women
this,
like men like that?
relationship,
But they're the men that
how to
you're
make
trying
money,
to describe to
Hence
me.
why they were
how the
flying
world
to
works,
40 minutes.
everything that your
He's
parents didn't
lying,
teach you
he's
and that your school didn't
Where are
learn
these
you.
women? And why were they
is
sitting
what I'm
with
here
you
to
for
show
40
you.
minutes and not 1 hour, 2 hours?
Why they're not your wives?
Yeah, where are they? Why are you speaking to me?
Yes.
Well, again, he might have paid them, whatever it may be. I don't know. But,
No, you've got all
but-
these women flying in from New York, Miami, Paris to sit with him for 40 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. Your guys' jobs aren't important now. Am I lying?
They're not.
I mean, that's true.
Because they're like they've done. I read the book. By
These
Harry
bitches ain't saving
Carey,
anybody's
Without
lives,
Men.
okay?
It's like objectively, most of our jobs, society would be fine without.
Well,
They've done the data.
I think
on
to,
this.
to be honest, that's,
Somebody expecting me to drop my plans, messaging me last minute on the day, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry.
And it wouldn't be if you really liked him. I'm sorry.
No,
when we
Yeah, that's not
when we-
unacceptable.
when you,
What are these girls
That's the
doing that's so
problem.
important in
No,
life
I
that they
already
can't
know
drop
what's
what they're
going
doing?
on. I can read between the lines.
What is their
Very
day
much
gonna be
so.
like
Lovely
otherwise?
name to interrupt. And
No,
she's
he
like,
was young actually. Very
All right,
successful.
we're going
guy,
red. We're
like,
switching over
very
Yo,
successful.
to the special delivery.
to Pearl's point, if a girl likes a guy, she'll miss work.
yeah,
Drive 4
Oh,
hours.
yeah.
Fly across
Going
country.
red,
You
baby.
don't like him that much. Come
Was
on.
he decent looking?
she
Was
just
he?
don't.
Come on, man.
Was he decent looking? Was he
Oh
like?
no, he was really good looking. I wanted to get to know him, but as soon as he started talking to me like that, I
Okay,
was like,
so
no.
he turned. Hold on. He turned
Because-
you off then.
Yeah.
He turned you off then. That's why.
I don't
Rich
care how
arrogance
much
is
money
ugly.
you have, and I don't care if you have
Yeah,
a
you do,
private
actually.
jet. You have to respect my schedule.
Okay.
I respect
Turned
her
off.
schedule.
Message me last
Bitch,
minute,
please.
be
If
like,
a,
hey,
if a man has a
to
private
today
jet,
and expect me to drop
your
and be like,
schedule's the
yeah,
last
sure,
thing he's
drop
thinking
everything.
about. You're the one
No,
missing.
because at the end of the day, I'm interviewing you. to
Let me-
see if you
See,
are
here's
someone
here-
that I
this is-
want.
yo, yo,
This
yo,
bitch
yo,
is
yo,
crazy. That's why she's single, okay? Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
No, not that much. Like
Imagine.
I've been in situations where a guy wants me to drop.
One of the
his
CEOs of Microsoft
and I
hits
don't.
you up to
And it's
be
because- and I would
their assistant.
rationalize it with myself,
Okay?
thinking, oh, it's just because I'm.
They say, hey, hey,
I'm
I need you to
super
come
busy.
in next week on
But the
Tuesday.
guy I just started dating. It was
And
like,
you're like, well, you
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
checked with me sooner.
It was like I
Because
cleared my
what I got to
schedule and
do
I'm
is I got to go to
crazy
work.
Priorities.
Yeah, it's like if you.
What?
If you like him,
Guess what? They're not missing out on you. You're missing out on the opportunity. That's actually crazy. All right, hold up. We got the stream paused for a second.
He
All right.
earns that. He didn't get
I thought
to
we were
that
gonna have to
point.
restart.
This was the
No, it
early
doesn't.
Not our
stages.
stream,
He's meant
but
to be-
we have to
right.
restart their
No,
stream.
no,
But that's
here's-
crazy
this is what
that
they
that chick
lie to
is
us.
gonna say
The
that
men
if a
that
man
spend
with
all
a
this time
private
impressing us,
jet
we don't like
messages
them.
her,
If you really
he
like
needs
a
to
guy, it's
respect
like
her
immediate.
schedule.
It's not.
if
It's
You're
not
gonna say
you have a
something
private
Well,
jet
it's
or
respectful
you're
of
doing
someone's,
well in
like,
life
time.
No, I get that.
and
So
you hit up a
another-
chick
another
last
way of
minute
looking at
and
it,
she
I
doesn't
was
want to come through,
Paul said, but another-
you,
maybe
sir,
another way of looking
dodged
at
a
it
bullet.
is
That is
maybe
not a
you grow
chick
up too
that
quick.
you
If you
want
genuinely
nagging
like
you down the
him, you're
road,
like, hey, he's not
because that bitch has
respecting
problems.
But listen, I mean, he's a
There are
decent-looking guy. He's rich.
the level
he's
of
successful.
problems that she
It's like,
has
so would you,
is on a
like, if
magnitude
we were sitting
that
here in,
no
like,
one on
4
this
years'
planet
time and you still haven't
wants
found a
to
guy,
deal
would you
with.
think, oh, fuck, maybe I should have actually given that dude a chance.
That's
You know
her
what I mean?
loss.
Like, at the moment, you've got the luxury
On to the
perhaps
next.
of being able to do that.
Yeah.
But, like, how many of these dudes are going to, like, not to you personally, but just to women in general, how many of these dudes are going to come along? You know what I'm saying?
That's
Maybe.
very true.
Oh my god, plenty.
I'm sure.
She doesn't have plenty. She's single.
But the older you get,
Hopefully
though.
I'll be married by then.
But
Like,
calm. But he's right. The older you get,
She's probably
are
never
they gonna
gonna get married.
still be
like.
around?
yeah.
You
This
know
is
what's
Diamond
crazy?
with
I feel like-
Yeah,
the
look,
cats kind of
that's-
chick right
that's
here.
the problem.
That's the problem, bro.
That's the
look,
problem.
And you notice I haven't
don't
called her a
wanna be
woman,
fucking
right?
asshole here.
Because that's a
But you're
special
objectively
title.
average looking.
Most females aren't
Okay?
women.
You're objectively average looking.
I really don't care.
But-
it's not
it's
about
true.
my looks.
Okay, no,
It's
no, no,
really
no, no.
not
This
about
one?
my
It is
looks.
about your looks.
Probably a little less
So-
than even that.
And you have access to these
Definitely
higher
a little
status
less
guys,
than even
right?
that.
They're hitting you up, which was my point earlier, by the way, which I fantastically made. And you think, right, that your value is on par, if not actually higher than the men's, which is why you're rejecting them, saying, I'm busy. When in reality, they have way
I
more.
just have boundaries.
Okay, anyway. They have way more pull and way more status and actually are more attractive than you. However, the fact that you've been getting hit on by all these guys, by thanks to the internet or whatever it may be, I've always said a woman's behavior with men is directly tied to her mindset about
You
men
know what
or
will
abundance
humble these
with men.
chicks?
If a woman has a lot of
Yeah.
options, she doesn't respect
Is if they could see
men as
the
much.
inbox
And she doesn't respect the options
of the
as
men
much.
who have
Yeah,
The
DM'd
crazy
them.
thing is, I would have respected him if he had just been like, okay, you let me know
You
when
said
you're
you had
free.
flaked
Just
on
be
him
Let me
polite.
times.
clue some of
you
you
said it
females
earlier,
in on a
you had
little
flaked on him a bunch of times, then he got
because
frustrated.
I was
Respond with that.
busy.
guys DM you
Because I
and
had
it goes
things.
straight
I'm
to your
not
smaller
cheating,
brain
I'm doing
sometimes.
stuff.
But
You
the
didn't
thing
want
is,
him,
if you
though.
if you
But if you could
really
see
like
his
him,
DMs,
And he's paying for
you would
the
see that
flight.
he's talking to
Yeah,
several other girls.
It's like, and I think
But more
sometimes we lie
importantly,
to ourselves,
you will see that
but
he has
it's- if you
DM'd
really like
like
him,
a
you're not gonna-
1,000
you
other
make
girls.
time. It's just-
Literally,
I
in
cannot
a
write
lot of
that
It
cases.
comes back
A
again.
1,000
No offense, but
other females.
you're a very
If you don't
pompous female
respond,
from what I've seen.
Oh,
and you chose to respond to him in like a month from now, he wouldn't even fucking remember where you came from.
Yeah.
I do have very high
Probably a
standards.
week
Yeah.
from the
And
date
as
that
you
he
tell me the way you
DM'd.
speak,
Maybe even a
which
couple
is
days
fine,
later.
Which is fine. But understand
He wouldn't even remember
that,
who the fuck you were.
If you're gonna behave that way,
So don't
you want a
let
certain
guys
caliber of
DMing
guy,
you go to your
that's gonna come with certain
head.
things,
That's
and you
that's
need to humble yourself
retarded.
and
Guys hit
understand
up a
that
lot of
you're
girls
as special as
because
you are.
but-
number
you know,
conversion,
you
right?
think that, oh,
If you want to
okay,
get
that's
bitches,
yours,
then you
yours,
have
so
to
I'm
hit
gonna
up a
behave
bunch
however I
of
want, blah, blah,
chicks,
blah. You know,
and then it
ends up happening.
filters and
You got niggas
trickles
who fucking
down
never take you
into
seriously.
just a few.
Myron, can I tell
But you have to
something
start
that
off with like a
I
whole
kind of observed
basket.
about
It's like
men
sifting
quite
for
a lot.
gold, right? You start off with all these
Men
rocks and shit,
seem to
and you're just
find
sifting
you
through
more
like a
attractive
ton of
to
sand
you
to
more
find a
than
couple
worse
nuggets.
you treat them anyway.
That's how it is
Yeah,
hitting up
why
chicks
is that?
You know what they
sometimes.
do? You know what they do? Well, number one, those are men you don't
Secret's
respect.
out.
And
You've
then
been
when
humbled.
they do pursue you like that and you treat them like shit, you know what they do a lot of the times? They sell you a dream, have sex with you, and leave you.
Oh, good thing I don't entertain it. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, treat them mean, keep them keen.
I mean,
That's what they, and I want to know why. Because obviously, you say all of these things, but my reality as a woman is so different. Because you guys are talking from, you not just being men and amongst your bros, but as a woman, what you experience from a man is very different. We see a totally different side to you guys.
All right,
and
let's
you
hear
probably
this.
just probably don't even, you're not even honest with each
This
other.
is the
about.
chick who likes
so
lies,
I'm not
by
gonna
the
lie
way.
to you. You're telling me that, oh, my value's gone down because I'm old, because I'm this, because I'm that. But my
That's true.
reality is, I get much more men on me to even want to wifey me than I ever did in my life
They're
at
losers,
this age.
though.
No, they're actually not losers.
Then why don't you want them?
Because listen, listen,
Why do we?
listen, I'll tell
See,
you why.
you dig
I'm
yourself
gonna let
up.
Myron
You
handle
know
this
why
one
I don't want them? Because
before
I'm
I start to
taking
get a
my
headache.
time to know because I went through a very traumatic experience, which means that I have to be more
31.
diligent. It doesn't matter. I have to be more diligent with the people that I end up
end up going for because I'm very aware of the traps that life can set for me. So I'm going to be careful. But that doesn't mean that I don't get if I want the option.
Are we
to
looking at a
actually-
human who was born
you
without a
don't
brain?
like them, period.
No, I don't want them just yet.
Scientists will
Hold on,
tell you that
real
can't
quick,
really
let me
happen,
ask you
but
this. If I whacked off to porn
the proof is in the pudding.
and and busted a nut, watching porn every day, and I came in here and said, yo, I got a bunch of options, would you look at me like I'm crazy?
Well, I would ask you, what do you mean by options?
I got a bunch of options with girls on there that I can whack off to, man. I got options.
What, do the girls come to you to spend time with them? Do they want to actually actively spend time with you?
No, I got options. I'm busting a nut, man. I'm with different types of girls. Variety, baby.
Well, okay.
But not physically.
The answer is no, I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't know
idiot.
your life. You could
No.
pass on Pornhub
Let's
every
be
day, you
honest
don't
here. I'm a
bang girls.
fucking retard if I say that because it takes no skill for
Facts.
me to whack off and bust a nut to different girls. It takes no skill for you to have men on you.
Well, it kind of does. The way that they're hunting me, kind of does, actually.
Bruh, you just exist.
No, I don't just exist. I built myself to be like this. And that's
So this
why
chick who
I
can't
try
keep
to
him
be
in
like even the way that I dress. From how I even
thinks
do my
that
hair,
men are
from
beating
how I
down
do
her
my
door to
makeup,
be with her,
how I dress.
to
If
marry
I want
her.
to really attract
She
men, I know
can't
how to change the way I dress.
keep
I
him
know
in.
how
She
to
can't.
change everything.
She's
wanna
not
smash
us in the
married.
chat,
She doesn't
wanna
have
smash
it.
us.
Listen,
Guys
the way
right here,
that I
they're shaking
dress. Listen, the way
We don't care about that.
You kind of do, because the way that I dress is what's going to show off certain things. Like, for example,
You guys
today,
probably thought that
if I dress like this
only
to go
kids
out, I know exactly the
in like
things
high
that I
school
get.
said stuff that's retarded, but
That's okay if they want to smash.
apparently
depending on how
grown-ass
I dress.
chicks
I
can
know
say
the ones
some
that
It
want
does
dumbass
not
shit
refute the
too.
point. Look. Again, once again, you're doing a terrible job of debating your point. What you're arguing
Some of these
is
chicks might
my
actually
level
need to
of
be mentally
attention
evaluated
increases and decreases
and
based
put
on
on
how much time I
medication
spend on
and
my
restricted from
appearance.
their rights.
However, you cannot refute the
That's
fact.
not what I said. Exactly.
If you're talking like
That's
this
quite
chick,
literally
my
what
point
you
yeah,
just
you
said.
should not
My
have the
point
full
is
right
that
to
I get
everybody
attention
else.
now-
Let me just say
Putting
that.
myself
I mean
together
it too. I'm not even
directly
fucking around.
influences my
I'm
level of
1000%
attention.
No,
serious.
However,
She needs
it
a
does
fucking
not reflect, it does not
safety
reflect what I
helmet.
said you simply still have to exist to get the attention. Whether you can amp it up, of course, but if you decided to not amp it up, they're still coming.
Okay, then let me add another layer to this.
No, you lost.
No, I didn't lose, and I'll explain to you why. Because the way that men speak to me, obviously you're only speaking to me like this because you don't know me in your gas, because you're on your podcast.
I don't know her.
Wait. I'm
Because
the
you
sort
make-
of
You don't
woman-
have to
listen,
know
listen,
somebody
let me make
to
it
know
make
that they're
sense.
full of shit.
Let me
It
make
doesn't
it
make sense.
Listen,
You
I'll make
think-
sense.
you
I'll
think
make
talking
sense of
more-
it.
stop,
For example,
hold on,
you're the only
stop,
person that
stop,
speaks
stop.
to
Need
me
to
like
kick her
this.
out.
You're
You
the only
think
person.
talking more helps it? It doesn't.
No, it's not about it
It just
helps. I'm
continues
explaining
to
to you.
make you realize, look crazy.
Men respect me outside of this space because I'm dealing with you, and obviously, like
There's
I said,
not a-
you're a different type of rich asshole that I've
Nah.
not met before.
There's not
But
an SY or an
Men,
XX
I'm
chromosome on the
tell you
planet
the
that
truth.
respects
No,
that
you're
chick.
not.
Probably.
You're actually not.
Neither.
What have they
You're
told you?
actually not.
Have other guys told you
You're
you're masculine?
actually not.
And-
Literally, you are actually not.
What
I
have they
have a
told
lot
you?
of guy friends, and you know what? A lot of my no, I actually do. I have a lot of brothers. I've got people that care
They
for me.
wanna
Actually,
fuck you.
listen, it's up to you what you want to say, bro. I know
This
the
chick
kind
has
of person
imaginary
that I am.
friends.
Don't be judging me just because I've got nyash and I dress like this and because I'm a woman. I have substance as a person, and
I
that's
like
really
you as a
important.
person.
I don't care about
Outside
whether
of
you
What's your
like me or
argument?
not.
What's your argument right
My
now?
argument simply
What's your argument?
also comes to say my substance as a woman to be respected and to be spoken to how men speak to me, that I don't see them speaking to other women, is because I work on myself to be who I am. And it takes a lot of effort because I'm not the same
She
person
probably
as
couldn't
a
tell
babe
you who
that
the
goes
fuck
to
she
the club
is.
and gets moved to and a guy has the balls to go up to her and say, I want to fuck you. God forbid a man would ever say
Do you
that to
remember
me
the
in real
original
life.
argument that we started this off on?
No, but what was it?
And fucking incredible.
No, because I'm trying to get you to tell me.
You just realized you went on an entire tirade and you don't know what the fuck you were arguing
No,
for.
I do know, but I don't
That
know
is
what
what
you're
I'm trying to
get
say.
to.
When I say, like, do you guys see this shit? Like, yo, you went on an entire tirade and you don't even know what you're arguing for.
Can I just?
I do know what I'm
Can I
arguing
just-
for.
What, then hold on. Then what is it? What
I'm-
were you arguing?
I'm simply telling you that I look for things more than just money.
No,
I'm
no,
simply
that was not what the argument
Okay.
was.
Listen,
What was the argument?
I'm simply telling you that there's too many different things and too many different variables for me as a woman, individual, that will actually impact how people go towards me. For example, I've had to work
That
hard
wasn't
on
the
myself.
argument.
Listen,
That
I've
wasn't
had
it.
to work.
That wasn't it.
Listen,
That
it
wasn't
wasn't
it.
because you're telling me that I just need to exist.
That wasn't
and
it.
I try to explain to you that the way that I exist has taken a lot of work for me to be who I am and to look like this, to think like to be able to interact with
And
men.
what is that work?
I don't just exist.
What has she
Can I
done to
say
exist?
something?
If you walk into a nightclub,
Because
men
she
are
doesn't
gonna
look like she
approach
does
you
shit to
simply
exist.
off of
She
your
looks
being.
like crap.
Okay? They're not going to care about your education. They're not going to care about, you studying U.S. foreign policy. They're not
He's
going to
about to
care
be
about
like, you
your
look like
thoughts
shit.
and your substance and all this other crap that you talk about. They're simply going to approach you and give you the opportunity to talk to you, and that's by you existing.
No, based on what I look like.
And she looks like shit.
What I look like.
Existing.
What I look like.
You know, it doesn't.
If I dress
Same
like a
thing.
butch lesbian, no guy's gonna move to me.
It
Trust
doesn't.
me.
They
it
still
doesn't-
will.
No, they
It
won't.
doesn't.
They will.
It doesn't
No.
matter how many copes that we give.
Bro,
No, wait.
go on,
wait,
go on.
wait.
I'll ask you
I
a
can
question.
only imagine
I'd
the
rather you didn't.
low
It doesn't
value
matter how
of
many
male that
copes
will
and how
walk
many
up to her
tirades
if
we
they
go on,
do
because
indeed
reality
do.
will
Like,
slap us in the face sooner or later.
some of you bottom ass
You're the ones
dudes
telling us
are just
the
out there
truth.
making it hard for us real
Everyone
men. That's
demonizes
fucking
that.
crazy.
Speaking of slaps,
Crazy, bro.
Okay, if you're not a real dude, a real man,
Alright,
please
shit.
stop talking to
Let's
chicks.
go on.
Just pack it up, go on inside the
Now
house and
here
just
first,
stay there
Jerome says,
until you can
"That
emerge
London
from the
accent is
cocoon,
cute for
okay?
about 5 minutes. The country's
Because you're
trash,
gassing up
y'all
these
don't even
dumbass
want the Second
bitches
Amendment,
who think that
and y'all
they're
have
actually
assaulted
something
Somebody
because you're
says,
two of an
"God,
ass
you."
gave them
USA.
a like on
Okay.
Instagram. Just
Uh,
stop it. Just fucking
This guy
stop it.
says, tactically prepared says, FNF,
Goodness
I'm new
gracious.
to the Castle Club. I've saved over 85K in profits over the last 6 months. I want
Not to
start
go
buying
off in a
rentals
tirade,
while
but
dropping 25%.
people
Where's the best place to
sometimes
find
wonder
lenders
why
when I
I'm
have a
so
680 credit score?
anti-LGBT community type thing and why I'm
Get your
very
credit score up.
stern on
Yeah,
why
it's
there's
too
only
low,
two
bro.
genders.
680, no.
It's because even out of the two genders
Jules
that
says,
do exist,
FNF, would y'all be willing
not
to
all of
debate
them
the Daily
get
Wire
to
referral,
realize their
given the
true
recent
potential to
comments
be a
towards
man
Red Pill
or a
from them?
woman.
Sure, but they're
You don't
scared.
just get
They
the
want
title
you.
man or woman
Darius
because you
says,
become 16
Yeah,
or 18.
I'm
That's
trying
something that you
look
have
at,
to
I
actually
have
become and
pitched,
evolve into.
Timcast and Piers
So yes,
Morgan.
I
Both
definitely
said they would
can't
host
acknowledge or
Feed
respect
Byron,
anybody who just
against
thinks
two
they're going to
Daily
switch
Wire
genders
people.
and
I'm
adopt the
just waiting
title.
for the Daily Wire
I
to
mean,
do
hell.
that. Put your money where your mouth
Yeah,
is,
that's crazy.
guys.
Alright.
These chicks
Darius says, Pearl,
aren't
why
women.
don't you do a show
These are
with
just
Saint Center,
females
business mogul market,
who have
market
lacked the
Vernon,
ability to
50K
evolve.
subs,
Oh,
YouTube.
I've seen. He was hilarious on
Dial on
Whatever.
cat
Like
ladies.
that was so funny. Yeah, I totally would do a show with him. He's good.
Okay. Sonny says, I'm English and I speak 3 languages. Whores only understand 1 language. Okay.
Right.
We have here, let's see. Boston Tea Party says, they just add letters to make their words sound fancy. Tell them if they can't beat us in a war, they can talk as much shit as they want. WFNF.
Oh, that was for the spelling of words.
Yeah, earlier, yeah.
Okay.
Precious balls on roids. Yo, Myron, just chimed in, but I haven't been listening religiously to you for like the
Alright,
last
give me the phone.
2 months. There you go. I'm tired, bro. I'm
Yeah,
tired, bro.
yeah.
It's morning, bro.
Super chats are harder than
man.
they think.
Yeah, I'm tired, bro.
Where were we at?
Fresh is trying to read. It
no,
happens,
okay.
man.
No, we read that one. Okay. FNF, I'm new to the cap. No. Read that one. Where'd you put me? Goddamn, Fresh.
I used to stream all the time. It's fun. It definitely is
Okay.
fun.
Sorry, audience.
It's different
Okay.
than
Boston Tea
YouTube,
Party.
that's for sure.
No, read
but-
that one too. Fresh, no, read that one.
Don't expect
hey,
this
my
every
first
day.
live, I watched you all from the beginning. Glad everything got squared away between Pearl and FNF. Shout out to y'all. I went from homeless to making 25 an hour and 440 credit score, 680 on the way up. Good stuff, bro. Keep up the good work, everyone. Yeah, absolutely, bro. That's, 440 credit
Good
score is
shit.
terrible, but you're getting up. Get up to 700 plus, you'll be fine. Jake Kurtura goes, also, you guys help me in my relationship and help me know my worth. My girl's freaking alpha mode and tries to keep me in check. I now say, nah, bro, you're wrong. Absolutely, you gotta be able to put her in her place, man. Like, bro, if you don't.
That's
like,
what I tell you
she's
guys.
telling
When you
from
first
the
meet a
beginning,
girl,
just
you
like
need to
her.
do
No
some
offense,
physical
bro.
activities that pit you and her
She
against
moved a
each
lot of points
other,
here.
whether it's
Mine,
play
I'm proud
wrestling
of
or
your
whatever,
maturity.
but
I
you need to
remember
assert
Pearl's
dominance
piece,
like
and don't
from the
believe
get.
she's genuine RP. However, I respect the fact that she invested money in defending you at your lowest.
If you go on a date with a chick and that bitch walks away
Oh,
thinking that she's anywhere kind of equal to you, then you need to do a lot of improvement. It needs to be straight off the rip that you are the G. And if you're not, then that's something that you need to work on, because I have never been mistaken by any female on the planet. You can take the most alpha chick on the planet, put her in the same room with me, and she's going to instantly know her place. I won't even have to speak a word. So that's not you. Working your own shit.
This fat bitch. What? Oh, this fat bitch. I see what he did there. Love you, FNF Myron. I'm glad you packed more shoes than just sandals and socks. Okay, looking good, bro. Lady in pink, your
What?
balls are bulging through your tights. Let a man be a man. You'll be happy.
Well, the fact that you think I got bigger balls than you is something. It's not my fault. I was born this way.
Holy. Okay. Guillermo goes, Pearl, please stand up and turn around and throw a jab at the chick behind you so she can stop cutting people off.
Tell her
God
to
damn.
try it.
I think Pearl will fuck you up, but that's
You
all.
think so?
Pearl beat the shit
Okay.
out of
I
her.
deadlifted.
She's 6 foot plus.
I deadlifted.
You think you're bad, yeah?
I
We
deadlifted.
should do a boxing match.
Bro,
I
I don't
Put
know
the
what
ring
this
right
girl's
here.
talking
Do you know how
about.
strong I am?
Do you
And
know
then-
how strong I am?
I deadlifted like 275
Oh,
today for
wow.
6.
Pearl would
That's a lot.
murder
I
that
hit a
bitch.
850 on a punching machine. Babcock's or
That chick
something,
would be
innit?
on life support after about 20 seconds with
You're
Pearl.
literally just saying,
I'm in-
what?
You know the punching machine? There you go.
I mean, at the arcade.
No, in the hard hitters. So I'm just using
She
any.
literally just used
I
that.
mean, this chick in the pink, the only exercise she's gotten this week is riding an elevator up to this fucking penthouse.
There we go,
No,
bro.
no, my point is, I'm a better
Yo.
shape than you. It's not okay.
Yo, that's
Yo,
what
you're the
think.
definition of arguing in bad
I'll give you
faith,
this.
man.
It's 4 in the morning, so we'll give it to you.
Yeah, good.
No violence.
BK Green Eyes goes, this fatty in the pink needs to shut the fuck up. Her mom failed and she is the most annoying heifer on the planet. Castleless cow. God damn.
Heifer, cow, moon.
Nobody likes her.
Right.
What I would like to hear is from some of the other girls on the panel, because she's like the worst example, one of the worst examples of what a female can be, right? Masculine, argumentative, irrational, delusional. There's nothing good about her, right? Badly dressed, out of shape.
What are you talking about?
The list goes on.
Become a trans-
But she's not the only girl on the panel, so like, what is, how do the other girls think, speak, what are they like? That's what I want to know.
Wisdom, words of wisdom there.
Just because they're good for your whole.
I would have kicked her off a long time ago. I know she's probably good for content and clips, but I would have kicked her off a long time ago. Giving some of these other undoubtedly smarter girls a chance to speak. Even if the other girls end up being dumb, they won't be dumber. So by default, they're still smarter than that chick.
I was very clear about that at the beginning of the show.
Sorry. I don't feel embarrassed.
So, you, man, you.
I'm a
you know what?
troublemaker for a reason, man.
Yeah, you haven't. I could tell all the dudes you dated were pussies, man. Like they don't tell you.
What I
nothing.
tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You have a problem with authority.
You get away with murder.
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
I can get away with a lie.
The sheet man goes, hey guys, I'm in the process of building up my skill set for the next 6 months. Should I go out at least once a week or fully focus on building my skill and shun social interactions?
Should go out a bit.
Why wouldn't you go
Bro,
out?
bro, because the fact that you're not going out at all, when you get successful in that arena, you're going to be like a dud.
Yeah.
It's like you said before, we need to do it all, don't we? That's the fucking problem.
Yeah, you do.
Because guys, you need
Because if
to
you just focus on the money,
Yeah.
you'll end up.
Facts.
Sorry, I hate to use your example, but you end up where she just tolerates.
You never want to just
engagement.
isolate yourself
And then
from
you
the
put that
world,
shit into a
right?
new coin or some
You
shit.
always want to be
Oh.
in touch with reality, with gravity, what's happening around you and for you, and that's how you can make the best opportunities happen for yourself. Take advantage of situations that otherwise would not be vegetable.
Yeah, if you guys got a question for
I
us,
don't give a
whoever,
fuck. I made the word.
Turn it
Do
to. Who
it.
wants to go first?
We'll start here.
Hey, you didn't say.
Come back to me.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? How was the show for you? How was the show?
Oh, we're about to wrap it up.
It was alright. I couldn't
They
really
normally
do
have
a lot
more
of
girls
stuff,
on.
but
They
it was-
definitely should have had more
What
girls
could you
on
relate
because we
to?
just had
I,
one
just like different views.
sociopath, and then we had this other chick up there who's also offers nothing. And then we had, you know, Pearl, one of the goats
Okay,
of the
who
Red
did you
Pill
agree with
space.
more during the course of this
And of
show?
course,
The
Fresh
man
and
or the
Fit.
woman?
Keep it vain.
This other guy, I'm not too familiar with him, but
Say a little bit more, like,
seems
the men
okay.
had some good points. The men had good points, and of course, the whole thing about the whole contraceptive stuff. I think it's more like when it comes to the contraception. I don't.
by the way, I wasn't gonna do this video, so quick story. Quick story.
The woman is with
Oh,
child.
damn.
is with
Why am I
child
built
for,
like that? Like,
18
what
years
has
or whatever,
fucking
till the child
gone
grows,
on?
the man will just go,
If I knew I was gonna be
man
on
doesn't
camera
have to
today,
be
I would've-
involved. Doesn't have to be
I would have
this.
leaned up just a little bit earlier today, just so I could have been a little bit more shredded for your lovely viewing pleasure.
What about you?
My vanity knows no end. So instead of a perfect 10 today, you're just gonna have to settle for a 9.995. What's
And
good?
I think.
But how I came
would be
across
a good idea
this
for
stream was I was actually just
men
watching this on
to
YouTube like the rest of you
drop the
guys,
actual gym
and then I saw,
to
oh
a
shit,
boxing gym or learn some martial
they're
arts
gonna
because
go
that'll give you not only
over to
exercise,
Rumble
but also give you
exclusively.
confidence in yourself.
And
So you
the
walk
reason why
around
this is a
and
big
you
deal,
have
they do this all the time.
Not bad
But
advice.
why this was a big deal is
Guys
because
should do
Pearl.
combat sport.
They definitely
Like
do.
I like Pearl.
They
I like what
makes them
Pearl
less
does
bitchy,
for the
you know?
Red Pill community,
It makes you
for
less
men,
scary.
for
It
women,
makes you a real
for
protector
bringing
and capable
people
and
together
confident.
under traditional values.
And a
I
woman
think
will respect
Pearl's
you because
fucking
she's
great,
not-
guys. If you're not following her, just
It's
fucking
not
go
bad
follow
advice
her.
because guys should do
And
combat
Fresh
sport
Fit,
as well.
obviously
Yeah,
follow
they
them,
should,
you know.
but women need to work on being
But when I was watching it, because
It's
like
not
they had
even
some
for a
some
woman,
issues
you know?
in the
I think
past,
it's
and
just
it
for
didn't look like they would
everyone
ever
deserves protection.
collaborate together, despite
Fuck outta
being in
here,
the
no.
exact same sphere, kind of like myself.
Every girl deserves protection.
But here they are together. So I was
No,
like,
I
oh
don't
shit.
think so. I agree
I'll
with
tune in for that. Goddamn, I'm in the middle of doing other shit, but for that, I can pause it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And then they moved over to Rumble, and I was like, oh shit. So there's a bunch of people on YouTube who might not have access to Rumble, people on Twitch who obviously aren't watching this on Rumble. I assume. I was like, you know what? I need to actually like show this to people. I didn't want to just put the fucking stream up and just like, you know, plagiarize or some shit. Because yours truly also has some points to weigh in on. And let's be honest, I like hearing myself fucking talk. Oh, surprised? I bet you're not. So yeah, I was like, you know, let me go ahead and put this up, and we'll react to it live as a group, and have an open debate about some of the topics that they're talking about. So yeah.
Yeah, like you got
Oh,
what the
that
hell?
makes sense actually. It's true, isn't it? That why are you gonna be sucking the dick of a man that ain't protecting you?
Yeah,
Because if
exactly.
you want to tell women to be better women,
Hold
you
on, hold on,
should say
hold
don't
on.
do those things unless a man is doing the right
That
things.
50% of the time that you fuck those guys that we were talking about earlier, did them niggas protect you? Oh,
Facts.
Which guys?
Oh, she forgot already.
Well,
Remember you
Oh,
said,
yeah,
oh,
the
if it's
couch
open enough, I
chicks.
will do it.
They didn't say
Remember
a damn thing
it's a
today.
mutual.
Are those guys protecting
it's a
you?
mutual.
Half and half.
Yeah, are those
For
guys
the
protecting
Had the
evening,
delusional
yes,
chick on the
like,
end.
Well,
They ain't
And
protecting
then the
you.
other
I
two.
was having as much
Well,
I'm not even
to
getting
be
my
fair,
dick
though,
sucked, and I gotta protect you?
Maybe
females
he,
Dick
generally
sucking, he
maybe he
protect
wasn't
you?
in a
are a bit
position where
quiet
he
in
had to.
confrontational
Not every time that you
situations.
need to protect somebody.
They should
Sometimes I
engage
would
them
take the guy.
individually and
No,
one-on-one by
logic.
asking them questions
What I just
directly
said.
to get their
I guess
involvement.
there should be a desire from a man to protect a woman in the first place, but we all protect each other in general, by the way.
Women can't protect
How the
you.
fuck do we protect each other in
so
general?
if I can protect
Explain
so,
that.
so who is then you have to protect me. Then if I can protect, well, you also. Can.
But that's earned, though.
Yourself.
What?
But that's earned, though.
Well,
That's earned.
what is earned?
The protection from a man.
Yeah.
It should just be a natural thing, in my opinion.
Okay, so you know what? By that argument, then
Fuck
it should just be
that.
a natural thing that we just get our dick sucked.
Well, if both was equal, then yes.
Yeah, if you showed that investment, then you'll get your investment.
No, there's plenty of dudes that protect chicks and don't get their dick sucked all the time. Dudes be caping for girls and they don't even like them.
That's because people don't really know their roles anymore.
And also there comes
that's
the
true.
fact
That's
that there's
true.
generosity too. Come on.
That's the only thing she
Taking
said
the
that
roles
makes
to the
sense.
next level and he still
Sir,
doesn't get his dick sucked. What
Myron,
is it? What?
would you not stop if a man?
You guys make zero sense.
Can I ask you a question, Myron? Would you
Oh,
not
I'll
stop
answer
and
this.
protect like a woman if she was being absolutely harassed by someone else?
Would
You
I
wouldn't actually
stop
step
and
in
help a chick
because
if
that's
she was
no
being
longer about
harassed
sucking your dick?
by
I don't know. I
somebody
think that
else?
there's a lot of men that have like almost like an
No.
innate kind of urge to protect a woman because that's meant to be your natural role as a man
Nope.
anyway. Masculine men don't
If I'm
need
in
to protect
Japan,
only the woman
China,
they sleep with. They
Thailand,
protect
maybe.
villages of women
I'm not
sometimes,
saving
you know
none
what
of
I
you
mean?
bitches
I
in the
would do it,
West.
but it's not intelligent.
You girls better
Stupid.
have your fucking
Yeah, maybe that's
cell
I
phone
would
speed
personally do
dial
it
because
because of
I'm
who I
not
am,
sure
and I
about
used to
it.
work in law enforcement, so I'm not a good person to ask on this. But however, it is stupid for men to sit there and protect women that they don't know. It's dumb. We live
Facts.
in hey, you guys wanted equality, right? Protect yourself.
You're entitled to say that it's stupid, but I'm just saying there's a lot of
Myron's
people out there,
almost
there's
like
men
a
that are generous with that
less
kind
buff
of
version
attitude.
of
In
me.
fact, there's men that even
No,
go
Myron's
for
Myron. He's
pimping
cool. He's
because
in
they
pretty
will
good
try to
shape too.
protect the woman to begin with.
Fresh
And
on
no
the
quite
other hand,
flippers,
you
you
need to
know?
get fresh up in
Okay,
the gym.
let's let her talk. I don't know what you're saying.
Although they are both
What
less
about
buff
you?
than me. Let's be
I don't know what
honest.
you're saying right now. Yo, what about you?
Pimps meant to protect women.
Denalva, we're gonna move to the next person.
Yo.
Holy.
Okay, I want you to watch back this show
I will.
and see how crazy you.
By the way, do you
I'm
know
just saying, is
Myron?
that
I don't know if
fine?
he still offers it. Has like a personal
Mike.
training
Okay, go ahead.
course that he does. He probably doesn't offer it anymore. He was phasing it out a long time ago. But yeah, that's cool. Big ups to
Did
him.
you take a Zanny before the show?
This chick's
That's the
fucking
most
blasted.
charisma you've shown the entire just now. No. What the hell knows?
How do you know Myron?
I don't, as in I've watched your content.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
We did introduce yourself.
He said, "How do you know Myron?" And I was like, "Oh shit, did Myron?"
As in, because he's like, did you take something before the show? No.
So you're just always like this?
I'm just chill, but I am really tired.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah, guys.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think this is just how you are all the time, man.
What about you, Miss Russia?
Who, me?
How was the show for you? Comments, questions?
Very stressful.
You didn't say nothing.
Because everyone was shouting, I got really agitated and not like.
That's what I told you. Did I not just say that? Were you
And also
guys
sometimes
not
I
listening?
try to speak and people just speak on top
Nigga,
of
When
me.
chicks get stressed or there's a lot going on around them, they get quiet.
You haven't been like
It's
in
nature,
war
man.
before?
No.
It's what keeps them alive and safe. Because if you're some loud ass bitch and men are about to throw down, you can get taken the fuck out first.
And
Kidding, I'm
Latvia.
kidding.
You just fucking
Kidding.
collateral
Like,
damage
I don't
over
have
there.
much connection anymore with, you know.
So yeah, it makes sense that by nature they're quieter submissive.
yeah, this is your
They
chance
know how
right
to
now.
stay
and you're
out of
just like,
danger, live longer, so that they can make
well,
children.
I think that
That's good. She said, I think. Instead of I feel like.
This is why she hasn't spoken.
see, like I can't, because all you want to do is just intimidate everyone. That's how I think or feel, or whichever way it is. Because anything like I or someone else says, like
She's intimidated by a
it's going
conversation.
around and,
Interesting.
How did I twist that around? I was giving you a compliment.
What? Because I can't think or otherwise, or what do you mean?
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but almost every girl before they made a point said I feel before they made their point.
Yeah,
Versus
but
I think.
feeling is not lesser than thinking. There's emotional intelligence, which you should probably read about as well.
Don't do this.
Oh wow.
Yo, let me.
No,
yo,
no, no, no,
are you
no.
done?
All right, what is emotional intelligence? Define it for me.
I'm not a dictionary. You have to.
So wait, you just told me to have emotional intelligence, but you don't know what it means.
Well, it's a feeling as well.
Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand feelings and emotions and
No,
process them.
I have a fun question. So wait,
I'm
hold on.
not a dictionary. I'm sorry. Like I'm not like a book
So
smart.
you just-
I'm not surprised by any of this because I've seen it all.
Well, I understand it more visually.
But it doesn't make it any less stressful for me to actually watch. Holy shit. This chick said that how you feel isn't any less indicative of the truth than the truth.
We're not bullying you. It's just you said you need to have more emotional intelligence.
Can you
I said,
imagine
emotional intelligence?
that being the deciding factor in something that's important to your fate? If you did something wrong or not? Somebody just like, I feel like you probably would have done it. You probably, I don't fucking know. I feel like, yeah, you're wrong. You're in the wrong. I feel like you're in the right. What? Or even if you're in the right, I feel like you're in the right is fucking just as stupid.
Dumb shit, it's okay. Yeah. Like, just
She
okay.
didn't do anything wrong. Like you said, it's
Everyone.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
fine.
an excuse of 4 a.m. now.
So now she's blaming her rambling and lack of
It's been
intellect on it
almost
being
24
4 a.m.
hours to accommodate
Like,
you, actually, so it's not very nice that you say
I'm
that.
not an early morning kind of
We
man,
also work.
but you can show up
We've
at
been
any
much-
hour
I've
of the
been-
day. You're not going to get
Listen,
any
I
dumbass
get
answers
up
out of
in
me.
20 minutes. I've been up from 5
God
a.m.
in
until now,
Connecticut
so it's not
delivers
very nice.
God-like
to say
answers.
that.
I told you it was gonna
All
No,
the
that's okay.
time.
You told me, but it doesn't matter if you told me. My time is also precious, you know.
Sorry, you asked.
No, I just find this very.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, definitely be quiet. Fucking all of them need to shut up. Okay.
Because you're mean.
So I guess I got what I wanted to a degree. The pink chick stopped talking, and the other girls, they did address the other girls one-on-one. I would like to have seen them address them one-on-one on other subjects, but I don't think it would have been very insightful. Let's say that, to be honest.
Another woman has to.
Do you not?
This chick said how you feel is just as important as the actual truth.
What she said?
About what? She said a lot of things.
Okay. What did she say that you have an issue with?
I didn't have an issue with her.
No,
I had an issue with what you said to her.
Anybody who says men and women are equal is absolutely fucking insane.
You said that she said, I think.
Because
and then you
these
went
are
on
your
to
average
talk about her
females.
accent. In fact,
You see some chick
have
write
been
some
talking
dumbass
about
shit on
her
Twitter.
accent Or picking on her along the show. So when it gets to this
Say no
point,
more.
she even explained that she felt
He
overwhelmed
was
to
mocking
speak.
my accent.
She
That is
felt
just-
overwhelmed to speak because you guys keep cutting off the moment that she speaks, and when you do things like stereotypical.
Wildness
that you jump on the
level,
fact that she's Russian. Or
over
whatever, each time
9,000,
she's
okay?
even Latvian. So it's actually not nice. You're being unwelcoming on your show.
Let me explain to you what's so wild about someone saying that. Because I think that like you see something like that and you kind of giggle, but you don't really get it. Why it's so fucking
She
wild?
said, I think, and I said, oh great, you think, instead of I feel, because a lot of you have said I feel, which was a compliment. Then, right, she goes, oh, you need to learn emotional intelligence. And I'm like, okay,
Let's
define
circle
emotional
back.
That's not what
intelligence.
she said. She said before that, she said,
You need
what's
to
wrong
learn
with
some
me
emotional
thinking? She
intelligence.
said, what's wrong with me thinking? He said,
But
well,
there
because other
wasn't-
people
he
said
wasn't-
feel.
he
She
was-
said, it's okay to feel. Feel is not lesser than thinking. Because emotion,
She
maybe
said
I think
it
you
started off-
need to
I
get some
think-
emotional intelligence.
She
And I
said
said,
feel is
define
not
emotional
lesser.
intelligence.
I think it's a misunderstanding.
And she couldn't
yeah.
define emotional
Yes, it
intelligence,
was.
and we burst out into laughter because how are you going to tell someone?
It's not that she doesn't know it. She's feeling overwhelmed. Not everybody is a public
It's
speaker. I can
just-
speak constantly. She can't.
You
can
talk too
tell.
much. You talk too much.
Of course I do.
Alright,
It's
let's
fine.
move
Like,
on
shut the
now.
fuck up for 2
You shut the
seconds.
fuck up.
After
Yo, who the fuck are
Byron
you talking to?
Who are
gets
you
this out, I'm
talking
gonna
to?
explain
You
to you
shut the
why
fuck
this
up.
is actually so
Bitch, get the fuck
Shut
off
the
my
fuck
shit.
up.
Bitch, get the fuck off
amazing.
my shit.
Shut up.
Get the fuck
Hey,
Get the fuck up out of here.
Castle, Frank Castle, let's
Get
go,
the fuck
baby.
out of here.
You shut the fuck
Get
up.
the
You
fuck
don't
up
come
out of here.
shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck up
See,
out
that's
of here.
crazy. She's masculine as fuck. She needs to put in the gloves and they need the bots, okay? Look, let me just tell you guys out there, for real as they say, don't tell anybody to shut the fuck up or mouth off to anybody that you can't beat in a fight, okay? And the reason for that is because if you can't win the fight, then you shouldn't be saying things that could lead up to that, okay? Now, it looks like their stream froze, so we're going to technical difficulty this motherfucker real fast, and I will be right back. Right back. We do it live!
Out here, bro.
So deal it.
You look like a fucking Teletubby talking shit over here, man.
Yes,
Get the
you
fuck
look
up out
like
of here.
a fucking knob.
Get the fuck up out of here,
You
bro.
look like an idiot. That's why you swear so much at women that gave their time to be here with your.
I sweat the fat off, something you need
You're
to do.
You're a fucking loser.
I sweat the fat off, something you need to do.
Okay, so before he had to kick this dumbass off
That doesn't
the
make you
show,
a lady,
here's
though.
the deal,
Doesn't
right?
matter. Doesn't make
The
real man
reason
like
her
this.
saying
A man doesn't act
thinking
like
is
this. Real men don't act like this. Real men
more
don't respect
important
women, which
than,
you
or
don't.
just
That's
as
why you
important
spend
as,
Respect-
or excuse me,
respect
feelings
is
just as
earned.
important as
And
thinking.
you
Exactly.
Is because
You
someone
don't
who
have my
believes
respect.
that,
still
like,
talking.
there's a whole river of problems that goes with that, right? But for someone to actually say that, like, those words
Listen, we did a show together.
come out of their mouth,
Respectfully,
It's crazy.
and they
man.
fully believe it.
I said what I said.
You're built like a fridge and you
The-
talking crazy shit.
God damn, he's roasting the shit out of her.
What curves? Disgusting. Bro, you're almost 200 pounds.
Hold up. She probably does weigh 200 pounds.
Yeah, well,
I don't think I can.
you look. You can get the fuck up out of here too. Go back to your guy. Go back to him. Like, you guys get the fuck up out of here. This is Fresh and Fit. We don't give a fuck, man. Get the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You can leave too. You guys can't deal with
for one.
fucking the truth, man. Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is fantastic.
yo, you know what's funny about?
No, I'm telling you, shut the fuck up.
Yo, you know what's funny about all three girls, bro?
Bro, she ain't gonna do nothing, man.
Yo, you know
She ain't got no hands, bro.
Yo,
That's why I don't give a fuck.
Facts.
Women can't fight. Who gives a shit what the fuck they gotta say?
Facts.
You know what's funny about all three
Sleep,
girls?
bro. Why y'all still?
Yo,
It's true. If you can't back up your opinion with force, then what good is your
What's
opinion?
that?
Let's be honest.
The
Right?
other one got no
But
ass.
here's the thing: is that if someone actually comes to the conclusion where they speak
That's fucking hilarious.
into their existence of their own little realm, that how you feel is just as important as what you
It's
think,
crazy to me.
then
You should have some emotional
there's a
intelligence. Define
whole
emotional
line of
intelligence. You
thought
should
that
know.
leads up into
EI.
those
Bitches
words
are
coming
retarded.
out of their
What's
mouth.
EI?
What is that?
And every thought that
Like,
leads
what the
up
fuck?
to
These chicks
making
got
those
massive
words
brains, too. That's the crazy
actually
part.
leave
Why
their
do niggas watch
lips
the show? Yo,
is
smart
completely
girls, they're
insane.
educated. This is what you get with
That's
educated
the
girls.
wild, kind of
They're
scary
master
part of it.
Master retards is what they are.
Oh my
Master
God.
fucking retards, bro.
I got a headache, man.
Facts.
Guys, shut-
Facts.
King, get them out of here. You guys have to shut
Oh,
up.
Okay.
God damn, you're still here.
That's actually crazy.
Hey, if you sweat as much as
Here,
me, you'd be thinner.
move out of the door. Get them out. Guys, you have to be quiet. Thank you.
Sweating indicates good health, actually. If she sweat more, she would be so fat.
Oh God.
What?
What about you? Off on the
I
show,
can't
getting love
believe
comments. Oh my God.
some of these people, man.
You're in shock right now.
I mean, guys do dumb things and girls do delusional things, which,
Yo,
if you do
this
something
guy-
delusional, is both delusional
See ya.
and dumb at the same time. Neither one is good, but
Okay.
Alright.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. See you.
Okay. Troy, you good? He's
now
like, "Okay,
here's
man."
something you have to also
He's
understand.
like, oh
Like,
shit.
I'm
Fresh
saying
is
90
smarter than
kilos.
the average man.
I don't know, nigga.
Myron
I'm
is
saying
smarter
90
than the
kilos.
I don't
average
know,
man.
man.
90
If
kilos,
you
man.
watch Andrew
Listen, I
Tate,
wish I
he's
was
smarter
like
than the
80 at
average
least.
man. Clearly, yours truly,
We wish we
What are your
way
thoughts on
fucking
the show?
smarter. Right?
After the show.
Thank you for
But
having me on. I
even men
appreciate
who
it
are
a
like
lot.
mid
New experience. I've been on other shows.
don't
but
say
not
things
quite like
this dumb, right?
Took some valuable points from the lads. Also, a lot of information that
Men
I
who
didn't
are even
actually
mid
know. I
fucking
think
get
there's
it.
a lot that women can draw from this. But I do think that there's things that both men and women can do to help make courtship and relationships easier.
Yes.
We can help ourselves. We can help each other. But yeah, thank you.
W Black Queen. W.
I think what the lady
Looking
here was
good,
saying,
Yeah.
she was kind of saying like, oh, we should like understand each other more. We should
Yeah.
like learn, and that's absolutely right. But the problem is, you've got to live in reality, haven't you? Because it's like, I could say, well, women should understand me as a guy, they should understand my needs, I should understand women better, and so on and so forth. And yeah, absolutely. In a
we do understand.
Yeah, in the ideal world, yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't live in that world, you know.
We just don't understand
have to sort
crazy
of look at the reality
bitches.
as it
Yeah,
no one
yeah,
does.
no, I appreciate the guys for
Not
telling
even
us the
their
truth.
lonely cats.
Sometimes I do believe that women can be emotional creatures. We do.
You just saw it.
Can be.
We do see things through rose
They
tinted
are.
glasses sometimes. There are things on our side that we feel like we could teach men.
You know what's hilarious?
Like what?
She said, words matter, you need to know the definition.
Yeah, she's the one that said it.
Then this girl goes ahead and doesn't know the definition, and then she goes ahead and defends a point that she literally disagreed with earlier.
I think she didn't quite understand that you were trying to compliment her, and then it just.
No, but
took
like,
the wrong way.
it got even funnier because he called her out like, yo, did you say words matter earlier?
She did.
And then she goes and said, and then you stand on that. She's like, yeah, I did, but I didn't like the XYZ. So you're sitting here arguing a point that you don't even agree with. The girl don't even know what emotional intelligence is.
I remember no composure. No composure. Yeah, man, she said she had it. I don't see it. Anyhow.
Yo, this was funny.
Guys, this was a great show. Listen, Pearl and Troy, where can they find
That
you?
was a good show.
Get us out of here.
The first half is on YouTube. Check it out. The last half is on Rumble. Also check that out. And the bit that I showed up for will be on my YouTube.
The only other thing I wanted to say was,
So also check that out. GGX straight up. YouTube. Guy Connecticut. On Twitch.
When she was talking about the guy that she was dating and had the reasons she split up with him, and I thought that was actually really interesting.
GGX straight up.
He's a rich
Proved
dude.
so many,
Yeah, exactly. And on paper, he was kind of.
For all the rich simps out there,
Yeah.
that's what awaits you.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was, I thought that was like really, really interesting.
And here, yo, I don't want to be an asshole, but I mean, I told her to her face or whatever. I'll say it again, bro. She's mid, and look at how fucking cocky she was.
Mid? That chick is
super cocky.
garbage.
Fucking mid.
There's
Yo, we're doing
hot,
girls like mid
mid,
girls like that. Yo, I niggas think if a mid girl acts like that, you fucking
garbage.
She's curving niggas? God damn.
And I don't mean just because of her attitude, but you can pay me to sit with her. Are you fucking crazy?
Jets, and then she's, swerving
It's like,
him,
no.
and she's gonna give up time and stuff like that. It's
Just
like,
no.
And this is why guys, like you said, like guys need to have everything, or at least we need to be working.
This is
on
why
everything.
you low-tier dudes out there need to stop messaging low-tier chicks. Don't message a girl unless she's in shape. And don't message her if you're not in shape. Okay? She doesn't need 1,000 messages from motherfuckers who she would never, if a gun to her head, say yes to. That's probably most of you guys. So just fucking stop. Okay? She needs like 3 messages a week. And when I show up for one of those 3, she'll know the real G's in the house. Okay? I sound hilarious saying it. You think it's a joke, but I'm fucking serious. You low-tier dude just messaging tons of chicks out of your league. Fuck up the market. Like, for real. And you still don't get any bitches. So why are you doing it? And then if you go message some ugly chick who looks more like yourself, and you do land her, you're not going to be happy with her. So what's the fucking point? Just stop messaging bitches. Okay? What you can do, gentlemen, is raise your value, both physically and financially. Get in the gym. If you're overweight, don't message another overweight bitch because you think she's going to say yes. Get in the gym so you stop being a fat ass. If you're broke, figure out what you're good at in life and then find a way to make you some money. And if you have money, or if you have the fitness, don't settle for one or the other. Have both.
You know what I've noticed though? Dudes are way.
It's simple. It isn't easy, but it's fucking simple.
Men are totally okay
Just do
with
it.
what you call average, but like women like have issues.
I don't know.
And he's right. Men definitely handle being called average a lot better than chicks do. And what's the point? Like, how do girls not get it? You can't be upset if you get called average and you're a girl. The definition of average is that most girls fit into this realm that you also fit within. If you don't want to be average as a female, then don't be fucking average. Don't be overweight. Don't not be able to cook. Don't only speak one language. Do the things that make you valuable and interesting. Learn how to cook. Learn how to speak more than one language so that the man that you date can hear you in several different languages of love during the fun times. Make sure that you have the physique that
And
would
I just
make
knew
1,000 men
I don't know,
stare,
you can tell
but you are his.
we
And he
can just
knows
tell
that.
Bridget-
Be his Lamborghini that he can safely park in the garage and keep from danger. That means, yeah, he's not parking you outside the club, so give that up, for sure.
People come in and out. And
But you
London's
become
so
this
unique because
this
we literally get
woman
people
that's
from,
worth
like,
having,
all over the
and a
world. So,
man
like, I've had people from Africa,
worth
I've had
having
people
will
from
come your way.
Eastern Europe,
But you're just some
Asia,
fat
like,
chick on the
I can't
internet
even
who's shaking her booty and
really have
twerking
I'm
for
critical
fun.
of mass immigration.
What do you think you're
other
gonna
podcasts,
attract?
But in this case, it works out because I don't want to hear no more complaints
Yeah.
from you motherfuckers.
Exactly. You're just some overweight chick, but you can cook and you can clean. Well,
Okay,
who's gonna
nigga,
want
We're in
that?
another continent on the other side of the world.
You're a
Girls are
good-looking
saying the
girl,
same
but you're argumentative.
We were in Colombia. They said the same shit.
Who's gonna keep you?
But Sakina, you
You're
felt
single,
she just didn't
you're a
look
girl,
nice.
you're watching this. You already know that you're fucking up. Because
Yeah, you saw
really
Carmen from a while
valuable,
ago?
Oh, yeah,
amazing,
'cause I could
close
just-
to perfect females
I don't know, like
are
when I
so
notice when
fucking
girls
rare.
describe the guy they're with, if they start
There's
with,
normally
like,
a
what
fatal
he does
flaw
and, like, his resources,
in most
I've
girls.
noticed that's like why they're with him. But if they start
If you can
with
eliminate the
something
fatal
else,
flaw as a female,
it tends to be.
Or like if it's like a sign, like
then you can find a man
it's like
who will keep you
if she's not beaming
past just the
when
banging
asked
stage
about you,
and even include you
Yeah,
into his
and
future.
And-
But if you
and
can't, you're just gonna
I
get
also think that
these
girls
little
that flex
boys
their guy as, like,
and
a
get some
status
dude
symbol tend to not really
might
like
land a
them that
man
much.
every
They
once in a
more like
while
the
just because you
status of, like,
look
being in a
good. You're like a
relationship.
7
Like,
or
okay,
an 8.
really, like, why would
But you
wanna
got other
flex
fatal
another bitch
flaws.
because
You,
they're
you
trying
might
to
land some
advertise
men
it.
here
Like,
and
well,
there
they do
who
though, because like
use you
that's
for your body,
what I've noticed is like
but
that's
you
kind of how
won't
girls
land
can be.
any men who
It's
will
like
keep
they
you.
kind of
It's a status.
Nor will the
Yeah.
other types of
Yeah,
females
like
who have fatal
for example,
flaws.
okay, I'll give you an example. Like,
Some
if a
of
chick is
them,
super successful, like
they
graduated
can't
from Harvard
keep
and shit,
you
right? She has a good
because
paying
it's
job.
just a bad
But another
investment
chick
move on their
is
end.
married to a dude that did all that. The girl that's married to that dude, she might have 0 accomplishments, but she's gonna be more respected, like by other women for having that guy as her husband, versus the girl that got her on her own. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like even though women will never admit that, but like, oh, you have a family. Oh, that's your husband. Oh shit, that's your boyfriend. Oh wow.
No, that's
And then
true.
you're single and
Females
you have all the
do
same accolades,
get
but it's like,
props
women don't respect that
from
shit.
having a
I saw a
strong
woman on the
man as a
subway the
leader,
other day. She
right?
had like a massive engagement ring on. Like,
I see it all the
really
time. If you talk to
like
any
diamond.
girl
and it just occurred to
who
me,
has
it's an
any kind of
obvious
real
point, but it just
interaction
occurred
with
to me,
me,
it's like this is so much about
her
display, isn't it?
friends
And it's so much about display to other
are
women.
going
It's
to
like,
like
look at this
see
fucking
her
girl, I've got him, you know?
as a higher elevated female just for being able to be
It's
around
just,
me.
Like I think, I mean, of course, men do it
It's
too.
true.
Right? You got the whole term like trophy wife or whatever. But like men, it's like, oh, let me show off her beauty. Like women are like, let me show off this man's status and success.
Yeah.
And it's harder to get. So it's like you can get a hot girl. Like there's plenty of hot girls, but like are there
Yeah, we
many
were just talking about that,
attractive,
weren't we?
high status guys that also can like keep you in your place.
We were just talking about that.
You know what I mean? So.
Okay, bro, what about you?
Damn nigga, why you always trying to? Come on, man.
Nigga, it's 4 in the morning. They gotta go home. 5 in the morning. Dude, they've been
chilling, man.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Hold on.
I've got to be at work in an hour and a half,
They've been
guys.
here for us for almost 5 hours, bro. That's not fair to them.
Might as well keep the party going now.
I mean, you might as well.
Yeah, but if
Working an hour and a
it's
half, girl,
fine,
you need
okay,
to
okay. They
call
gotta
in.
go, they gotta go. If y'all gotta go, I mean, look, I ain't gonna take y'all off, bro. If y'all wanna go, I'm gonna kick those other bitches off. But if y'all wanna get off, we can go. That's totally cool. I know you guys gotta work, but I know the people probably want some more fresh.
Do it again
You guys
tomorrow.
gotta go. Y'all gotta go. It's cool. I ain't gonna hold it against you. Like you guys, the last 3, are cool. I'm gonna keep y'all on, but these other chicks, fuck them.
Up to you.
I mean, are we finishing soon? What's the time?
We get some pizza.
Yeah, get some pizza. Alright, it's fine. Alright, Pro, go ahead. Take us back.
What's the question or what?
Where can I find you?
Oh, where can they find me? Okay. I have a YouTube channel called Just Pearly Things, and I'm on Instagram, Just Pearly Things 1, and on Twitter, Pearly Things with a Z. I was on TikTok, but I was banned like 7 times, so now I'm not on TikTok.
TikTok is so lame.
Yeah, this is my second Instagram too. And yeah, I'm trying to get to 2 million
A
subscribers.
Western
soon.
company
I'm close,
just
so feel free to go sub.
they be fucking over good
I didn't get a
creators.
chance to ask the fucking fat girl.
If you're trying to tell the truth on a Western platform, you are in.
What do you guys think of
that
my song?
you're in danger on that platform. Doesn't mean you can't still tell the truth.
We're on Rumble now, aren't we?
If one day you go to log in and they don't want you telling the truth anymore.
I thought it was
Don't be
hilarious.
surprised.
You know what's so funny?
Pierce tried to grill you on it.
Yeah, I didn't really think it was that deep, but I guess it was just a freestyle.
You opened up a can of worms there.
Did she
Well,
say
anyway, yo,
freestyle?
guys, we'll be back in Miami, I think, this week sometime.
Yeah.
Probably we'll have a show for y'all on Friday. We're probably not going to do a show on Wednesday because that's when we're like traveling.
And remember, you can't deposit excuses. I'll tell you a quick story about this shirt today. I had it on all day. I just woke up in that kind of mood, like I do every day, right? Because you can't deposit excuses, right? And then this happened. And me and my team, we were about to do some other social media stuff, and I said, I need to get live right fucking now. And they were like, well, what about the rest of the stuff? And I was like, nah.
And next time you guys come to
We
London,
do shit
you'll be our
when it
Red Bull
happens.
bachelors.
Here I
We'll
am.
have women compete to date.
Let that be a lesson to you too. Do shit when it happens. Don't. What's this tomorrow shit? What's this later shit? There's no later. There's no tomorrow. There's now. When you see something, you don't wait around. You do it. I don't give a fuck if it's cleaning your bathroom or streaming live.
What I've noticed is
You fucking
the
do
more
it.
hot the girl, the more transactional it is.
Yeah.
Because the hottest girls almost always monetize their beauty.
There's almost like a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
That's true.
I have friends from all over.
That's been
successful
throughout
guys,
history. Girls have
Indian chicks,
monetized their beauty if
even
they have
recently as
acceptable
well. And they said, oh, come
attractiveness.
into your town, like, let's hang out.
Hot bitchy
And then,
people
oh, yeah,
are
I'll
free,
meet
is
you,
what I'm
babe.
saying.
And it's like, hold on. Here's a.
Not mad about that, by the way.
Like,
That's actually a
yeah,
good
I'll meet
thing.
you, but,
That should be your
my time.
incentive to look
Like,
better.
what you talking
Is
about?
that just by
I don't
looking
give a
better
shit.
alone?
But again,
And
that's
this
a
goes
lot harder
for
Instagram.
males
Imagine
too,
how much
but by
time
looking
it
better
takes
alone,
your city.
it just
but
raises
people
your
are
social
critical of OnlyFans,
status.
but there's a lot of girls that are like,
Like
sugar
I can
babies
walk in a
on
room,
the
I'm
wall.
like
Instagram.
muscles on
By
muscles,
the way,
you know,
not
like
OnlyFans, Instagram.
Yeah.
six pack year round, like just fucking looking fucking tastic.
It is.
Everybody
You know what
knows
I'm saying?
that.
Like, it's becoming,
Snapchat.
The moment I
TikTok,
walk in the room,
Instagram.
It's very difficult.
even
for you to
before I
find a girl
speak, it puts
that's
me at a level
attractive
above
that
everybody
doesn't
else.
monetize her beauty
You know?
to some degree. Like, it's
And you
very
won't understand
difficult,
that,
whether
you won't
she's a
experience
bottle
that
girl,
if you
a
just
stripper
walk around being
OnlyFans,
average.
or puts her fucking
Even
cash
if
app on
other
her
things
fucking
about you
Instagram
are
profile,
not
like,
average, even if you have a
very rarely do you
Lambo
not see a girl
in the
that
parking
doesn't
lot,
monetize her beauty.
you won't get to experience that walking into a room and just
Especially, and then you
commanding
compound that with, like,
respect
being in
for
an expensive
no
city like
apparent
Miami,
reason other than
LA,
existing.
London, a Dubai,
In
etc.
fact, if you're a
Anytime you have
fat
hot
chick,
girls in a
the
major
only thing
expensive
harder than
city,
being a man
they're always-
is being a
not always,
fat
but
chick. You
90%
have
of them are
chosen
monetizing their beauty.
to put the difficulty
Well,
on
I've
insane.
been blown away by how many girls I've met the last. I feel like I'm so sheltered before I did this show. And like how many girls I've met that are
That's good,
low-key on OnlyFans, doing cam work, sugar, like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking in the next 10 years, I think sex work is just gonna be out in the open.
It's not,
Yes.
it's not taboo anymore.
It's gonna be normal.
People
Yeah.
just
In
struggle
the
with
next
it.
10 years, sex work
Yeah.
might,
Yeah.
it's going to be
Yeah,
back
I mean,
on the
if
street
you got,
and back in
like,
the house. It's going to be
one girl on our show
offline.
that, like, were former
AI,
teachers and
man.
shit, lost their jobs. Like,
Yeah.
AI.
before, like, you got people. There was a fucking bimbo lawyer that comes on our show. She fucking quit being a lawyer, right? I don't know if she was actually
Like, why
a
would
lawyer,
you
but
pay
whatever.
$20
Point is
to be on
that she
some
quit,
chick's OnlyFans
like,
who's
a
just going to
respectable
snub you
profession
when
to
you
do
see her at a
because
fan event?
They make more money, and it's
When you
easier.
could get, like,
you know what else I think?
direct
I don't think having a
interaction
strong father is a
with an
guarantee
AI
either,
who will look
because
better,
I think it,
who will
like,
look exactly the way
helps,
you
but-
like,
but I
who will
don't
talk to
know.
you
I've
like you're
seen
the only one who
kids that are
matters.
in, like with multiple siblings, they just
AI's
turn
going
out
to fucking
completely
murder
different.
OnlyFans chicks.
I don't know. Because that's a.
OnlyFans chicks
I
are
agree.
walking
I
dinosaurs
think
right now.
100%,
They're literal
Troy,
fossils.
where we're headed, my future. Now,
I'll say it
we'll see
again.
now. My
OnlyFans
prediction is,
girls
I think,
are
it is
literal
gonna become more
fossils.
transactional.
Right
the
now.
guys that aren't going to have a transaction are the top tier guys that are not only physically attractive, but they have their money on point and they have frame. They can put these women in their place, and they're, you know, they have what I call, forget the guy's name. I want to give him credit, but he calls it being a dark gentleman, which is you have the provider traits, the chivalry
Yeah.
traits that women like and like are attracted to, but you also have the domineering Machiavellian asshole
Yeah.
traits that women are aroused by.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're able to kind of burn the
Facts.
candle from both ends and
Yeah.
keep her
And that's and that-
entertained.
yeah, and that's probably what that guy did.
That's what that girl 100% needs.
Yeah.
She needs a guy to tell her, like, shut the fuck up and sit home, you dumb bitch. That's what she needs. I mean, the other girl, I literally said, shut the fuck up, and she was like, oh, that's hot. That's what women want. Like, I hate that, like, I wish I could be a fucking nice guy, but you can't with these girls. You have to put your foot down. She literally said, he doesn't have boundaries. Translation, he lets me walk all over. So,
I really like nice guys though. That
LOL.
I do. I like
You
nice
think you
guys.
do.
But have you dated them?
I have.
Where are they now?
Where are they now?
They're not there because they took advantage of the fact that I like nice guys.
Oh, so they weren't
They weren't that
Oh,
nice.
fair enough.
She says I like nice
what I
guys,
think
and
is
she's like,
it's gonna be transactional
they weren't.
for the majority of men, except for the top guys that have
The
three
things
girls.
these girls
I think-
say
and
you
I
can't
agree.
make
From that
up.
point, I think
I like
sexualization
nice
can
guys.
explode even more.
Where are
So
they?
maybe
We're not
we're gonna
together.
get to
Why
a
aren't you
point,
guys
I think,
together?
in the
Because
next
they took
10
advantage of me.
15
Does that sound like a nice guy to you?
But where it's going to be common for a girl to say, oh yeah, I have an OnlyFans account on the side, or
This
I do
is
some
fucking-
type of XYZ.
You can't make this up.
professional on the side, selling my sexuality.
Just was telling me something about
You
girls
literally
getting
can't
guys
make
for
this
their
up.
time. You know, they turn up on the day, and if she doesn't like him, then she's like sending him a bill. And
That's the cool thing about live shows, right?
Shit like that, you know.
Or talking to someone live and even recording it live where they don't have a chance to like curate the response.
Where you just worked hard. Didn't
You
matter
hear
man
some
or
wild
woman,
shit.
you
Like
work
I like
hard,
nice guys,
you're passionate
and
about it,
then
that's like what you're supposed
the
to
guys
do.
aren't nice.
But it's
You're
like,
like,
it's just
well,
there's
that's
something
not a nice
about
guy. She's like, oh yeah. Like,
Now I know, I don't know, I just.
as they
Well, it's
say.
the easy way out in a sense. OnlyFans,
Bruh.
you're independent, you make money,
Yeah.
make your own schedule. I don't have to go to work. Oh, fuck it,
Fucking
let's do it.
wow.
You know, also I've noticed because you mentioned something.
She's not an idiot though. She just doesn't realize these things because she realized it when it was pointed out to her. The ones who got kicked off, actual morons. But this chick, she just hadn't thought about things. And girls don't think like men do, right? Girls don't sit around and formulate thoughts and then come up with solutions and get to the bottom of the problem and then rise to the top of what will fix it. Like they just don't think like that. Like, you know, they just identify situation as feeling good or not feeling good. And
Majority are.
that's
Majority
how
are.
they come
There's
up
some
with
good
their
girls out there, but
answers.
majority are.
Good.
I'm gonna
Men
Yeah.
analyze
Yeah.
a situation.
About me on
And they're like, all right, so this happened, when this happened, if I did this, this might have provoked a different response in this nature or this, and if I did that, then this might would have happened, which meant I could have done that, and then at the end of it, I probably would have gotten this result, which would have been way better than what ended up happening, or I'm glad I did this, because if I had done that, then this thing would have happened, and then I wouldn't have got what I got. That's how men think. That's not how girls think. Rumble, what the fuck's wrong with you? Rumble, if you don't get your broken ass website, unbroken it did it. So for live streaming, Kick for sure is a much better alternative. Rumble for free speech, that's probably the best hub. Kick isn't far behind though, you know. YouTube is okay. I think we all know that Twitch has a long ways to go as far as free speech truth goes, but you know, in ways they aren't as bad as they used to be. In ways. Let me double check this stream real fast, because being frozen this long, unacceptable. Alright. Let me check something for you guys real fast. All right. So the reason it cut off wasn't Rumble's fault, although Rumble does have some issues here and there. The reason it cut off was because they ended the stream. They should have ended it a little bit more smoothly, but it's fine. It's like 4 or 4:30, whatever time it is over there for those guys. They're in London right now, and so was a panel, obviously. Yeah, that's that. There's not a whole lot I have to say in addition to what we just saw, because, you know, I touched on the points as they were happening. But that's the problem with the West, right? Is that the West has a real problem with truth. The West doesn't like it when you go, hey, look, this is how this thing is, this is how that thing is. They like to pretend that things are a certain way when they aren't. They have this idea of how they want things to work rather than how things actually work. You know, what if I just woke up and I was like, yo, I want everybody to have $1 million. And then I just proceeded to live life as though that was the thing, right? Well, think of all the problems we were having, especially if I was the government, right? A car, a Honda Civic, for instance, Toyota Corolla, for instance, wouldn't cost, you know, $25,000, $22,000, $19,000 anymore. It would cost $200,000 because, you know what? Everybody is a millionaire these days, you know? Lambos would cost $5 million, you know? Your housing per month would be like $7,000, $9,000, you know? Because I would just be living as though everyone had $1 million, because that's how I think it should be. But guess what? That's not how it is. You have to live life in accordance to how it is, right? When people sit around and they're like, I want life to be this way, or life should be this way, and they don't prepare themselves for how life really is, that's when life beats the fuck out of them. Because you show up every day to battle and wrestle and sometimes even fight life. Rarely does life just show up and is harmonious with you and just there to give you what you need and want. A lot of times you have to strangle it out of life. And if you show up with these little kitty gloves on, ha ha ha, play, and life shows up to basically take your life, you're going to lose every time. You're going to end up working as a janitor. You're going to end up doing construction work or doing some shit that you don't really want to do. You're not going to be able to follow your dreams or make money from your passions. You're not going to have a girl that's hot. You're not going to have a man that knows how to run the show. You are going to fail every single time. And the reason you're going to fail is because you try to approach life the way you think it should be rather than how it is. That's how a lot of females live their life, right? And without parents to teach them, without a system to guide them, they end up fucking delusional, because females by nature are extremely whimsical. You thought I was going to say stupid or retarded or something. They can be, but they're extremely whimsical by nature. Even the smart ones are whimsical by nature, right? Girls in my life have always been whimsical. Even if they're red pill, they're whimsical, you know? They're still going to look at the more rosy, more positive side of a lot of situations, you know? And, you know, men oftentimes will look at like doom and gloom a little too much, but looking at something doomery and gloomery, right, will at least allow you to prepare for the worst outcomes. And when that doesn't happen, be ecstatic and happy with the more positive and good outcomes. When you're just looking and expecting things to be good, even when they're probably not going to be, that's when you can get crushed by bad news or bad things and be unprepared to handle them, so they become even worse things. It's simple, guys. Look at the world for what it is rather than what you want it to be. And then you can prepare to make the world into what you want it to be for you and those around you. See, changing the world to be this ideal place isn't a feasible goal. Changing your reality so that everything around you is what you want it to be is. Think about Dan Bilzerian, Andrew Tate, Hugh Hefner. These are men who were able to change their reality so that they had millions of dollars, sports cars, lots of girls, very few actual hard problems. You know? That's what they were able to achieve. And that's what you can achieve And make sure that those who are around you, those who are true to you, those who believe in you, support you, and help you can enjoy those things. But if you just show up with, oh, things shouldn't be that way, and that's your answer for how to be successful, you will never be successful. You will never have the girls that you want. You will never have the cars that you want. You will never have the house that you want. And eventually you won't even have the health that you want. So, lesson today, don't be delusional. And of course, you can't deposit excuses. God Connecticut, always looking good, lean, sometimes a little mean, and by some measures of others, a bit obscene. I'm going to see you in the next video, and of course, I'll be here as long as you're watching. Even though this was a stream, don't expect it every day, but it could happen again. See you in the next video. God Connecticut out.